fan. I'm joined by Remy, a Man United fan.
Hey, we're back. Happy New Year. United on a 3-4 game win streak. Ole, ole, ole.
And I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Quick shout out to the man, Cesc Fabregas, obviously the highest assist maker in Premier League history.
Oh, hold on.
If we're cancelling R. Kelly, then we can cancel Ryan Giggs too.
So,
Big up Cesc Fabregas though.
Wow.
Don DeMarco.
I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
Kroenke needs to pattern up, bro.
Are we still here?
Yeah,
2019, we're still on the same business.
Definitely.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. And I'm joined by Ernest, a Manchester United fan.
Bro, let's just kick off with it.
Let's kick it off, shall we?
just
We'll
go.
kick things off. We'll start at the top of the table. Liverpool, 4 points clear now. Reduced to 4 points clear at the top of the league. After 21 games, January, whatever the date is today, at the time of recording. Guys, what do we reckon about this Liverpool situation? Are we still... Who's of the opinion that they were the favourite to win this league? That they are the favourites to win this league?
Bro, it's too early, bruv.
It's too early?
I already said get to Feb, bro.
Yeah?
Get to
So-
February.
Maybe besides Adrian, nobody else was in that thing of this is Liverpool's to lose?
I think I was till they lost to City. I mean, I thought it's there. Like, I still think I always thought City were going to win the league.
Yeah.
But like, you can't say like it wasn't theirs to throw away. Like, they had to drop. They still have to drop points. They still have to lose a game. They still have to drop points somewhere else in the season for anyone to claim that they're above Liverpool. So I think.
Can you still call it that though?
I mean,
to lose
I wouldn't
in
say it's.
January?
I just wouldn't say that so early on. But
It came so quickly because they were neck and neck for the whole time. Then up until Christmas,
Yeah.
Man City had those 2 awful games. You know, obviously they lost to Chelsea and then was it Palace and Leicester, just like that. So it happened so quickly that Liverpool had the big gap. But it's not like, I don't know, it's not like they were far and away. They were just doing their thing. City dropped. So for them to then go and say, okay, now you guys go ahead and win it now after 19 games, I think it's too early to say that because you're going to lose at one point, you know. So
I guess so. I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, is it squeaky bum time, or are you sort of still comfortable? Are you all right? Do you reckon?
you were never comfortable. With it. Like,
You're never comfortable because it's been 30 years.
But then it was 7 points at one point.
But
it's still
think-
uncomfortable. I feel like 7 points. If it was 10 points, now if they beat them, and then I think we could
10
talk
points.
like that because 10 points is now 4 games. So I feel like
You say it's in their hands. now.
I feel like
Sure,
they're uncomfortable now though, more than they were before. Just because
Of course, well, the gap's
now,
shorter.
like, who's their next game in the league?
In the league, I think they've got quite a big one.
I think it's Brighton away. Yeah, Brighton away.
Brighton, we're looking at that game like, oh, are Liverpool going to get something? Whereas I feel like if this game was in December 1st, no one's thinking twice. We're all captaining Salah and putting him in our team. Do you know what I mean? Because we think Liverpool are just going to do the thing.
think so?
But now I feel like because they've lost to City, there is that pressure that it takes to win the league.
I don't think they're
that's,
vulnerable.
what do you mean?
I think City are still more vulnerable than Liverpool.
Do you think so?
Really?
Really? Why do you think that?
They've lost 3 games. Liverpool have lost 1. Liverpool have less. They have, I think, 1 less big team to play by May. City have lost to 2 small teams and 1 big one. City have most of the top 6 to play. And obviously, we got a minus Arsenal because that would be a W. But
Mad
Tottenham,
thing. Yeah, but-
Tottenham's a W though.
Yeah, but yeah.
They're gonna do that.
no, as in, it's
Tottenham,
not.
Chelsea and-
It's not as easy to say that.
I think
It's easy to say Arsenal.
I think Spurs, Chelsea.
It's easy to
and
say Arsenal.
Nah,
Chelsea at the
Chelsea
Etihad
beat
is a W.
Nah,
It's
Chelsea at home.
easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to say Arsenal's a W at the
Yeah,
end.
of course. Yeah, you're right.
That's my
He's
point.
right. He's right.
Just 'cause
I went to the Tottenham game at Wembley, and it wasn't an easy over City.
but not away from home.
No, but that's my point. What I'm saying is that the fact that Palace and all these teams are beating them,
Yeah.
it takes a certain type of mentality to beat City, a certain type of tenacity to beat City. I'm not saying they're going to lose to any of these big teams. I'm just saying there's a Manchester derby still to come, Chelsea still to play, Tottenham still to play, and Arsenal. Liverpool have lost 1 game. City have lost more games. City will lose more games by May.
I don't know about
So
that.
too
They will.
Liverpool.
But what I'm saying is that the 4 points on one side, 4 points is too short of a bearing to actually say that Liverpool are definitely going to win. On another side, you'd rather be 4 points ahead than 4 points behind, and that's City.
Do you know what?
That's true. But I think there's
It's the
do you
way
believe
that
that?
it's the way that they lost, though, I think, to Leicester and Palace. It's the same kind of thing as last year in a way where you actually play them.
Liverpool lost that
Go
game
on.
because they didn't start Fabinho. That's why he lost that game.
Because the midfield was
I
run
don't
by
know, man.
Silva and
Fernandinho. But I've never seen Bernardo Silva run that much in his life.
Yeah.
He ran. And for me, you have to counteract the one man they say, I think it's an excuse, but the one man they're saying is the reason they lost all these 3 games, came back and look how City played. Fabinho's been on form. Why Milner starts with no game rhythm in the last 2-3 games? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. They lost that game because Fabinho didn't play.
Thing is, though, the reason why I slightly disagree though, because Liverpool had, let me put it this way: City had more. They had to win it more than Liverpool did.
Yeah.
And I think the problem when you're saying you'd rather be 4 points ahead than behind. I think when you're up against City, not that you would want it the other way around, but I'll be just as scared if I was 4 points behind, because facing a hungry City, like a thirsty City.
We don't know if they're hungry yet, though.
I think
They were hungry in the 90
I
minutes,
think they proved that they are.
No,
hungry.
anyone can win a one-off in a big game. Form goes out the window in a big game. Yeah, so if you beat City in that one game, that's fine. But don't lose to Palace. Don't lose to Leicester.
But that's what I'm saying. But Liverpool are going to have Liverpool will have a game where they lose, and you say, look, they should never lose that.
No, but the thing is, we all know City, Liverpool historically. Yeah, we know that they get squeaky bum time at the dumbest times of the season. Yeah, This season is the first time they've been top of the league this convincingly in a long time. Yeah, 2009 was not the same as this. They are beating teams well. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, if you're Liverpool, you're obviously in the back of your mind. That's why Adrian's a bit 50-50. On some days he'll gas, and on some days it's like, nah, we haven't won this thing before.
Yeah.
So, but on the other hand, I have never been more convinced.
Really?
I've never been, no, in terms of...
Because I'm not convinced one bit.
No, listen, what I'm saying is, if City hadn't lost them 3 games, I'll be with you. City lost 3 games they shouldn't have lost.
I know, but it's
all City's fault.
Yeah, but
It's City's fault that they are where they are.
It is their fault, but I don't think the reason why I stress January is because there's so many games to go, and I don't see. There's nothing that Liverpool haven't given me a reason to think, this title is actually done.
But it's not. I mean, I feel like
Clean sheets.
I don't feel
not
like
everyone's convinced that Liverpool can win this league.
Well, they can.
No, I'm convinced that they can do it, but it's like.
But in the same vein, so can Spurs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
to me, what I'm saying is, to me,
No one agrees. No one agrees there.
no one agrees because I guess because
It's Spurs.
But the way that I believe Liverpool can win this league is at the minute is the same way I believe Spurs can. They're in the title race, whether or not we want to discuss
Not losing
it.
3-1 to Wolves at home, bro.
True that, but then you would say City is not in the title race for losing to Palace and Leicester.
Yeah, but they beat
Do you know what I'm saying?
Liverpool,
bro.
But then
I
they
think
beat Liverpool.
the
But
way-
then Spurs have beat. You know what I'm saying? Spurs beat. Who did they beat? They beat United at Old Trafford. Do you know what I'm saying? So did they beat Chelsea? I think
Yeah, they
beat
smacked up Chelsea.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, so
Yeah, but they're not challenging, though.
they are though.
Mathematically, they are.
No.
They are trying to
Mathematically, they are,
Spurs.
but they're not.
because they're 6 points behind. Aren't they? So
I mean, they're 2 points behind City. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mathematically, they are, but
it's
they're
just,
not.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, but they're not. Come on, let's just.
But the way you lot are like, you lot, come on. I agree, but I'm the
Yeah,
same
because
vein
when
with
we say
Liverpool.
when we
But
say
how can be the same with Liverpool? Because you can see the difference with this Liverpool compared to
It's January,
season.
bro. To me, it's
Yeah, but
January.
even
They're
then-
on form. Granted, they're on form, but form doesn't
You
last
can't be
that
on
long.
form for 22
what I'm saying
matches.
is-
That's-
No, but they're on form.
Of course you can be.
You can
Like,
be.
no, but you can't say, okay, this team's just on form for that lot. Like, this is actually a good team.
It's their first defeat, so you can say they're on
Yeah,
form
but
all
you
the time.
you can be a good team and not win the league.
But, okay, no, what I'm trying to say, like, for you to say they're just on form so you don't see them as a title challenger, it's just like...
He's absolutely right. It's Liverpool.
Well, for me, I think more the problem is it's City. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to degrade Liverpool.
But
For me, it's
City are the
City.
ones that have lost 3 games.
They have, but
And they'll lose more.
it's January. If this was closer
Only
to
more.
April, March, then I'm with you guys. I'll be
Listen,
like,
you know Lovren's injured.
It's crucial. Lovren just
You
got
know
injured in
Lovren just got in
3 minutes, 4 minutes.
David, if Liverpool don't win this league,
They'll never win.
No,
That's
but-
what I've said.
No, but
This is what I've said,
but
bro.
Alice, this is why. Look,
This is what I've been saying.
you'll see me in Sports Direct.
the thing is,
Getting
but-
This is what I've been
Champions 19, and 2 Liverpool calendars to put at work.
But do you see why you're doing that though? You're
No,
doing,
no, I'm
you're
saying
doing that
Because
you're-
everyone
no,
spoke
you're-
early. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're doing it because he thinks Liverpool should win this league.
They should.
No, they shouldn't.
No, they should.
They have no right to win this league.
No.
You got to get 38 games past the
No,
line.
no,
And if they
no,
don't
no one has
do
a right.
that,
But the thing is,
No,
we
no,
they
talked
don't
about
do that.
Liverpool win the league from the get-go. So that's why them being...
No one has a right to win the league.
Them keeping pace with City and then overtaking...
But it's not the league,
Chris
right?
I think,
They lost one game.
that's harsh. If Liverpool don't win this league, that you would go and do that. I think that's harsh because why did
No,
you expect
no,
Liverpool to win
no,
this league?
No,
No, I
do you know
didn't
why you
expect
do
it.
that? Do you know why you do
I
that?
didn't expect it.
Every
The
time
gas,
they've been top at
the
Christmas,
helium.
they have not converted to a title win.
No, they haven't.
They have not done it.
They haven't.
Everyone else has done it.
But everyone, and I said this not long
That's a
ago
bit
on
of
the
a
pod.
misleading one, though. Because
No.
sometimes...
No, they've done it twice.
They've done it twice, but what I'd say is that in those years there was a title challenge on. Whereas in guys who were top at Christmas because the league was finished by Christmas, basically your Cities, your Chelseas, them lot would win the league already. We already remember when Chelsea won the league in 15, and it was like. This league's done. Even in 17, was it 17 you won it? 17 they won
they
it. No
won
one
like 12
challenged them.
games in a row,
No
yeah,
one
yeah.
challenged them. Leicester City was a title race up until the
Yeah,
end.
'cause you guys were top.
But we were, we were top, and
Yeah,
we
that's
didn't, we didn't win the league that
Oh,
year.
bang on.
So,
That's mad.
I mean, yeah, say that, but
And
No, it wasn't. No,
they had the
it
cheek to
was
say
bad.
Tottenham bottled it. Yeah, Arsenal were
Tottenham did bottle it.
Tottenham
But
bottled it.
Arsenal were the ones who were tough at New Year.
Yeah, but Arsenal were out of it by February.
Yeah,
we were out of the race.
We had that collapse.
We were out of the race.
You know about our
Remember
February
that?
Because after
collapse, man.
beating Leicester, we went to Old Trafford and Swansea. So
Swansea, yeah.
I got no points. Like, what do you expect? And ironically, they won the league by 10
Yeah,
points.
I remember
Wow,
that.
yeah.
They won 10 points. So,
I wasn't think Quinteros just gave us the business.
This is just trauma that
So-
you just repeated.
yeah, it is trauma.
That Leicester
He's
season was supposed to be Arsene Wenger's final.
And then
one.
Rashford
That was supposed to be his farewell.
just come for flip.
That was supposed to be his farewell.
Meanwhile, Leicester beating City at the Etihad. So what? You know,
That's
you
one of
can't-
the best
you
victories
can't
I've
match
ever
this stuff up. Do you get what I'm saying?
That game was
So-
incredible.
But yeah, so on that level, I feel like, do you know what? It's because they're up against this monster. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool are up against this beast. They're still a beast.
this beast-
even if they've lost to Palace.
No,
even if they've lost to Leicester.
but you have to. That's the asterisks. That's not. I can't forget that because they lost horrendously to these 3 teams.
And Liverpool will.
No, they lost
Liverpool-
horrendously to 2. They should have beat Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah,
but
Chelsea.
hold on.
Chelsea.
Hold on.
They more or less bossed that first
Yeah,
half.
like
Yeah,
I mean,
second half what happened?
I mean, it was even.
Yeah,
It was
it's
an even
not
game.
happened.
It was more even.
What I'm
Chelsea-
saying is-
It was horrendous because Chelsea have Morata.
oh
and-
yeah, okay, we can
and-
do that, but that game is not. It doesn't show you how bad City are.
I think pretty
Do you know
much
what I mean?
those 3 games, City beat
Yeah,
themselves
that's
in a
the
way.
point.
I mean,
They didn't
that's the point.
I
convert
mean,
their chances.
I mean, it's what happened after the Chelsea game.
Yeah, I mean those 2.
It's after because you lot began the domino effect.
Yeah.
So no, Chelsea wasn't as appalling.
They didn't lose back to back though, did they?
No, it wasn't the same City after Chelsea.
No,
It was
they
not the
won-
same
They won
City.
that game. They won a game after that against was it Bournemouth or something? And then they had the 2 back-to-back, Crystal Palace and then Leicester, and then they lost.
There was a Southampton win in there, wasn't there?
Okay, that was
Southampton.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Southampton was
And
recent
then-
though. Southampton was just before Liverpool.
Oh, no,
They just-
Southampton was.
yeah, they just beat Southampton before Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
At
what
the
they-
Etihad?
No,
No, no.
at
No, I'm
City.
talking. I'm talking about. I'm talking about
After
the
Chelsea, I'm trying to find the one after Chelsea, but pretty much, yeah, they messed up
For me,
themselves.
that's the asterisk that City have. They've lost 3 games. They've lost more games than they lost last season. So that for me will always come into accountability. Let's say, for the sake of example, Man United beat them in the derby. That's another 3 points dropped. That's a big game.
But then Liverpool go to Old Trafford as well.
Cool.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's 4 losses for City, 2 for Liverpool.
But I think
That's my
for me,
point.
Liverpool, there's more that banana skin than City doing it again this second half of the season.
and it's only 4 points.
It's only 4. All it takes is a couple draws. They don't have to be defeats. That's what's horrible about 4-point gaps. Is that Liverpool just need to draw twice and City win 2, and the gap is so close. And then it's- then it's-
true.
then it's just head-to-head.
But it's put it this way. This is getting long. Is that each team has pros and cons. And for me right now, the bigger cons are. I can't even say the bigger cons because both teams have immense cons. One being that Liverpool haven't won the league in my lifetime, and that City have, for some reason, they've just dropped mad points. And if City loses title, I won't be shocked. If Liverpool loses title, I'll celebrate, bruv.
I'll be shocked if
technically
City
this
loses.
league should be
I can't
won.
lie. I'll be shocked if City loses.
Technically, this lead should be won because the City should have beaten them at Anfield. So
Again, and another
Yeah,
thing that I look
What does that mean though? Even if City won that, they still wouldn't be ahead.
I know, you'll be
at,
one
it'll be
point.
3 more points.
It's
It's 3 more points.
So it's tight.
And then there's 1 point.
Fam, it's gonna
instead
be,
of 4
it's
points.
gonna
And
be tight.
to be fair, if it was 1 point leading up to this game, I don't think Liverpool would have held water. I think they would have been behind City by the time they met at the Etihad.
Yeah, if City had beat them at Anfield, it's
But that's what I'm
not.
saying. Look, a draw for Liverpool's coming
They
where
were
City will get a
level
win.
for a while up until
Yeah,
Christmas.
they were
and
level
then-
for time.
So that
They
game
were.
doesn't mean too much, to be honest. It was those losses, because if you think about those losses, those 3 losses,
Yeah.
and they're 4 points behind now,
Yeah.
yeah, they could have been like 5 points
but
ahead.
interesting you put that. 3 losses where you should be 9 points behind someone and you're only 4. Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Like the draws that, because it's not about defeats necessarily. Draws can come into this game and mess things up.
Draws are the reason that it's 4 points. Draws are exactly the reason it's 4
But
points.
we even look at what is how many draws Liverpool had, like
Liverpool
like,
drawn with
Liverpool-
Arsenal.
Liverpool drawn 3 times.
With Arsenal.
That's not even bad, you know.
No, it's not
And all
bad.
their-
It's
all
not
their-
bad.
all their draws are bad.
But the monster that's
But
behind
that's
you.
the that's the
It's City.
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
all their draws have been against respectable teams.
Guess what? 1 defeat's not bad. 3 draws is never bad by January, and you're only 4 points clear. But that's the
And
problem
then
they've
because the team
got.
behind you has drawn twice and lost 3
They
times.
drew
So
City, Chelsea, and
Yeah, but
Arsenal.
what
it
I'm saying
means
is
that
no. Surely
they're
you should have a
neck and
further
neck.
gap.
No, but they're just neck and neck because Liverpool have dropped points 4 times.
Yeah.
City have dropped points 5 times.
Yeah.
It's just there's been 3 losses, but still.
But what I'm
should
saying
know.
is that the hard work Liverpool have done this far. How are you only 4 points clear? Is what they must be asking. How can we only be 4 points ahead in this league when we've lost once and drawn 3 times? We've won.
Well, that's
you know,
that's the point, isn't it? That's the
how
league.
it is. It is. It is
I
what
don't
it
know.
is. But we've won
No,
17
but
games.
that's a major point. Though.
Like that's my issue there with Liverpool at the minute.
This is the goal.
And Eric,
Wow.
as we're watching
What
the,
a finish.
I
What a
call it the
crowd.
Monday Night Football. It's the FA Cup. Wolves taking the lead.
By the way, did
Against
you
Liverpool.
guys actually forget? 'Cause I did that. Then
please
Donker
prove the
signed
mistake,
for
bruv.
Wolverhampton.
Yeah, I did.
I genuinely
Hey,
forgot.
please pre the mistake, bruv. Someone try to be Johan Cruyff, blood.
Who you tried
Okay.
in the
So-
heart of midfield?
In the heart of midfield, bruv. Get the
Jimenez.
ball away.
This Wolves kid.
Sometimes Jimenez is scoring goals, yeah, because he doesn't get that often. But he's a decent player. I like him. He's a decent player.
Yeah.
But
trying
he's
to-
not.
So now we need to add
Look, pre this mistake, bruv. Look at Milner. Look at him.
No.
Oh.
James
And Fabinho committed too early there. I think for my liking. Look at
He didn't think his captain was going to back heel it.
fair play to him.
What is he doing?
Yes.
When you look at both teams,
Yes.
Liverpool won 17, City have won 16. So even you're right, with all the hard work, City are there. City are there, but really, before Christmas, they were both level, pretty much level. So, it can go either way. So that's like, if Liverpool do win, if they don't win it, I'm not going to say, oh, you bottled it, you messed up.
Yeah, no, I don't
They
think
were,
so.
they
So,
were.
No, I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
that
that.
they.
I'm definitely going to say they bottled it.
Bro,
When halfway through the season,
I am definitely
I
going to
always
say
look
they
at
bottled
bottling
it.
that as
There's too
like,
much
okay,
clout. Yeah,
when you're
close.
close,
Yeah.
April times, if you're close
No.
and you've messed
No.
up, you can't bottle
Bottling.
it in 2018.
Bottling.
Bottling, right.
I hear what he's
You know what I'm saying?
I hear what he's saying, but I disagree.
What's the point? The whole
Bottle.
point of a title race is
Bottle.
the whole point of a title race is for it to
Bottle.
be kind of like yo-yo in a way.
Bottle.
That's what we want.
I'm with
You
you,
know,
man.
so
Bottled.
I think
Listen,
Bottled in
we
2018.
can't-
so pretty
listen.
much from the first game of the season, what's your top?
Listen. When we say Arsenal was bottled in January, in February, yeah, and
We choke in February. It's
Yeah,
not bottling.
yeah, it's not
different.
bottling, we
we
just
choke.
have-
We just choke.
You can choke on a bottle.
and then Tottenham, but nah, man, you
Tottenham
bottle,
bottle
you
'cause it's
don't.
close.
No, it's bottling because it's Liverpool. It's bottling. No, I'm so sorry.
You know, it's because we've
You give
created the
Liverpool too much
narrative.
clout.
We've
You give Liverpool too
created
much
the
clout.
narrative.
No. I'm so sorry. The gas that I have seen.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, of course you would.
no, because man, I have short memory.
That's what I'm
When
saying, bro.
when City went to Anfield, champions versus contenders, I said, okay, cool. This is where we're going? Okay, cool. Win the league.
You know they want a nice soundbite, innit?
No, I don't
They want
care.
good
I
promo.
don't care. I don't
The
care.
marketing ones.
They're-
They finished
for a
fourth.
soundbite,
They
innit?
finished fourth 2 years in a row.
Man,
Man,
them
was
have
my
been
title
humbled,
contenders.
But,
Cool, let's
but
go.
are they
I don't
not
think that's
title
bad. I
contenders,
don't think that part was
Off
bad.
of what?
What, back then though?
No, as in now, like
May
of course not.
2018.
now they're title contenders.
Yeah.
May
So then doesn't that
2018.
justify it?
No, May 2018.
Yeah.
You're not predicting that Liverpool will be title contenders. But that's what.
Yeah,
No, but that's the problem.
No,
That's
yeah,
the
but then, no,
problem.
it's not the problem if they're here,
No,
though.
that's the problem.
They had a good window.
I get what you're saying, but if they're here,
No,
then
I'm saying-
surely that it's
no, I'm
justified.
saying- No, I'm
That's fine
saying
with
it's
the game.
bottling if after all of that you don't win it.
Well, yeah.
That's bottling.
Well, yeah.
That's it. That's
they don't- if they don't
that's
contend,
Highland
yeah.
Spring. Yeah.
But is that what it is? Because we've created the narrative.
Who has? Who?
The people.
I'm not
The
part of
fans.
people.
The
I'm not
fans,
part of
The
people.
media have created the
I'm not
narrative.
part of the
masses.
people. I told man when they went to Kiev, you're not beating
That's
Madrid.
right. In a
You're
way,
not beating Madrid.
if the media did that with a lot of other teams, do you think that they will step up a bit? Because it's like, in a way, Liverpool
Sometimes
just
they put
kind of
pressure
all of a
on.
sudden came.
No, because every time
Sometimes-
that pressure comes on Tottenham, they fall.
Every time Spurs have been
Tottenham
falling
can't
out,
can't
boom,
handle that.
defeat next round.
The minute we say Tottenham are title contenders, they drop points.
They drop points straight
So-
away.
True.
It depends who it works on.
Because
I
we,
guess.
but we all said after that window, they had one of the best windows. We could see them challenging Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
So we could actually see them challenging
I mean,
for the league.
That's perfectly
So-
fine. Now win it.
Yeah, no, I
win
do
it.
think
Now
they
win it.
should, and they are
Hey,
in
stop
control of the
clapping, bro.
situation
Guys,
right now.
It's time for.
But, yeah.
Man made the mistake,
Um,
bruv, and you better clap.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because there's more points to be dropped on both sides. So I wanted to go to the last day. That'll be.
Oh yeah.
They went to the last
we have a
day.
good time.
Liverpool
Fantastic.
lost. Oh,
We will not let this slip.
This does not say-
all in my face.
Yeah.
What do City need to do to win the league then?
Win all their
They
games.
need to keep focused.
Win all their games.
Win all their games.
Simple!
That
Oi!
doesn't guarantee the league.
Oh, you idiot, blood.
No,
Sorry, my
they
bad.
need to stay focused because
Moreno.
the way that they
Moreno,
lost those
blood.
games, they took the
And
lead
he's
in each of
offside.
them.
And he's
Except the
offside.
Chelsea one, but the Chelsea one they missed simple chances like Sterling's one.
Yeah, I couldn't
They-
believe how they
they-
went into the break 0-0.
Yeah,
Or
so-
was it 1-0 Chelsea in fact?
It was 1-0.
No, yeah.
That was
That was
So
bizarre.
it's like they need to just keep focused a bit, and when these teams come out, their defense is actually tested, and that's when you see
Hey,
the
bad
holes in the
defenders still.
defense. So I think in some games, obviously Pep plays the way he plays, but
Yeah.
sometimes they are quite exposed. So just
Oh
learn
my
the times
God.
Very true. Very
to
true.
kind of slow it down a bit. But
Very true.
I think they're always going to be,
So what? Does Klopp not care about the FA Cup?
Nah, bro.
Bruv,
Moreno needs to
every
just...
third round in the FA Cup, he's gone to a replay. That's how much he
Didn't
cares about
he
the game.
lose to Wolves 2016 January?
yeah.
Yeah,
And it was Costa
yeah.
that scored. I remember this. I remember that fixture.
That was before they brought in.
But these men can't take any chances. They actually can't.
They have to just bottle the cup.
They have to
don't
bottle the cup. They have
You
to.
bottle the cup.
They have to.
You have to, bruv. You have to
But how's
pick,
that-
bruv.
Are they still in the League Cup?
No,
No.
Okay.
How's that taking chances though?
No, they got to
FA
drop the
Cup.
cup. They got to drop the cup.
How?
Because too many games. When you can have a
many
break
games,
and have
bro.
a rest. Like
You can't-
if you come out of the FA Cup now, there's a weekend I think in 2 weeks' time that is the FA Cup fourth round. So you have a break there, and then you come
Just
in,
rest
and then it's
overrated.
February. Then it's February,
Overrated.
and then Champions
It's
League.
really not, though.
Your age mates will be in the cup as
Hey,
well.
what's the
So
who's the last
point?
team to
It's
do this?
really not,
Treble,
though.
Who's
Yeah,
the last
yeah,
team?
yeah,
but if you get rest on
No,
them,
Who's the
if
last
you're
team
in
to
the
do the
cup,
treble,
if
bruv?
you're in the cup and you have a chance to go win something, they will probably be. In
Who's the
same
last
thing.
team to do the double? Who's the last? The FA Cup in the
Like
league?
City on the League Cup. No one's saying, they
That's
should
not the
do
double,
that,
though.
you know what I'm saying?
That's not a double.
That's
no,
not a double.
Yeah,
no,
League
no,
Cup.
no, raise the League
Yeah,
Cup.
League Cup.
No,
Because
that's
that's
the point.
no, it's not the same
still
because
equal.
the League
But-
Cup finishes in.
But the
Feb.
League Cup finishes
That's
earlier.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
But they still got to
different.
play games though. If that's the whole point, that you got to play games.
Remy,
No,
come
it
off
ends-
it,
it ends
man.
in
No,
February,
'cause I feel
and then
like
you've got a league title to look at from February onwards. Half of February. to the end of February.
And
still-
Bear Man get injured in December. you
All
know.
I'm saying is that that's 3 games for City. Potentially, if they want to win the whole thing, that's 3 games that they got to play, regardless of
What? I'm confused.
two
Because they're
semi-finals,
yeah.
two semi-final legs, and then the final if they get there. So that's what they got. That's 3 extra games.
Three
for them,
extra
no?
games,
And
yeah.
FA Cup, go try your best. See us into the next round. You're
Bun that,
You watch.
bruv.
Let's say you get a decent team in the next round. They'll can it.
They'll
No,
can
they
it,
won't.
bruv.
They'll
They
can
won't.
it.
They won't
think they
can
will.
it.
City
They
will
won't
can
can
it.
it. Do you know
the
why?
best teams
Because
have a winning
City,
mentality. This is
Yeah,
such a, it's
City
such
have
an
been here
English-
before.
I feel like it's such an
City are not
English
gonna
thing.
can it.
Pick one
What do you
and
mean?
that's
What
it.
did they do
And if
last
you don't win
year?
that one, then you have nothing.
No. But Liverpool can't afford to have to be in the FA
Yeah,
Cup.
Liverpool can't because
Look at their squad. Look at their
They're
squad.
not bringing GCSE students.
What's Naby Keita been on? Big man taking got 60 million. What's he done?
They've got 3 16-year-olds on the pitch.
That's what I'm
one
saying.
17-year-old.
What? No, Remy, look at this squad.
Look at this score.
Milner with all his experience is out here back healing.
I feel so
In the
sorry
middle
for
of the
those-
pitch.
I feel sorry for those fans that have
Honestly.
travelled there because that's a waste of time.
Moreno is stealing a living, thieving a living at this club. City can say that if we don't have Mendy, we got Delph. If we don't have Delph, we can put Laporte at left back in a big game, the biggest game of their season, bro.
Yeah,
Certain man can't do that. These lot can't do that.
They definitely can't.
They can't do
Oh,
that.
you're joking,
He's offside,
bruv.
right?
Again, no, he's outnumbered there, Dom. Anyway, but Yeah, look, it's Liverpool, City. You watch one decent side, the City will start throwing in.
I don't know about that.
they
They'll throw
But
some rejects.
I don't know about that.
Good
but-
team, winning mentality. They don't do this.
No, they want the league and the
one
Champions
trophy.
League.
I agree. I agree with Remy on that.
Doesn't-
Like when you're
It
that
depends.
big team,
No, it's not
it
about.
don't, them clubs don't them trials don't really face you as much. But Liverpool can't afford to
which
do
is
that.
why
Liverpool can't
the
afford to.
gas of Liverpool is premature. All of these things are variables as to why you can't talk about Liverpool until you see the confetti, bruv. Until you see the league, until you see club. No, I'm so sorry. Until the man lift it, I'm not trying to hear a thing, bruv. So go with it, innit?
The
If
thing
you're
is,
that sick,
I get what you're saying.
go
if
with it.
City field a weak team at the FA Cup doesn't mean it's not because of a lack of winning mentality. You pick and choose what trophies you're going for. Like you can't go for all four. That's just difficult.
No, last year they were saying quadruple still. So
They were saying. Pep was saying. Like,
even when we
the
were
priority
no,
is
but
the
no,
league.
but
You want people saying quadruple?
Pep
He
said
said
the-
had
but what
this.
did Pep say? The priority is the league.
No, of course not.
The
Your priorities are
priority is
there,
the
but I'm
league.
saying that.
But the thing is, Remy, you can't take a man that says quadruple seriously.
Nah, he's serious.
You can't say it
who said that?
because who's done the treble?
Who's
Since
done the treble,
99?
bro?
Who's even on the
No,
treble
but
since
it's
99?
not about like completing it. It's about like actually trying your best.
No, I'm not trying to hear
Nah,
that.
bro.
I'm not trying to
Do
hear
it,
that.
do it. No, if you don't
I'm
do
not trying
it,
to hear
fine.
that.
'Cause
But
I'm saying there's no.
But it's not an
there's no such
expectation
thing.
you can set for yourself in August. You
think-
can't say quadruple in August.
No,
You
but
can't
you can't-
say that. How can you say quadruple? Quadruple.
I-
Like,
I-
how can a man tell
I've
you
never had this
we're
mindset
going
of
for all
canning
four
stuff. We've been
trophies?
through this before.
I
We've
get
won the
it.
league,
I
the
get
Champions
it
League.
though, 'cause
There's no
that's
such
what big
thing.
teams are
For
meant
me,
to do.
there's no such thing. I ain't ever heard of Real Madrid, Barcelona fan, all these, even Atletico. All
Them
these-
man don't
they
say-
got
them
three
man don't say
cups,
quadruple.
man.
No, but have they ever? No, but have
First
you
of all-
heard them say, "Oh, you know what? Ooh,
Hey,
forget the
them
league,
man got
forget-
three tournaments.
forget
First of
the
all,
Copa del Rey,
They've got
forget
one less
the-
tournament,
the
and
DFB
look at their look at this cup. Look at this cups I'm naming.
Oh, wait. And they have what else do they have? You know what else they got? You know what else they got? They got winter break, bruv. Come off it, man.
The Copa del Rey.
No, but I'm saying, I
Man, them
no
have
one
a
say, let's-
break
let's
during the
can it.
season. What are you
No,
talking
They don't
about?
can it. They go as far as they can.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the
Barcelona
winter
win it
break,
nearly every year.
When it comes to the winter break, unless you're an athlete, you can't talk.
Bayern don't even friggin'
Bayern
go
win.
for that cup. They
They
don't
think
go
they
for that.
do.
What? Frankfurt one
Yeah,
year,
Frankfurt won it.
Dortmund one year.
Yeah, and then
Wolfsburg
also
one year.
Wolfsburg the year before.
Yeah, and also Bayern after that.
Nah, come on.
Oh, come on,
They're
Remy,
not on
man.
that stuff anymore, bro. They're not on it. No.
The league and Champions League,
What I'm
that's what
saying-
they want,
Those are
bro.
the two
I'm not saying-
trophies
I'm
now.
not saying you have to win it every single year because that's not
No, of
pretty much
course.
impossible.
No, of
but
course.
there's no canon. With
What I'm
me,
saying- no,
there's
what I'm
such
saying
thing.
is- what
There's
I'm
no
saying-
such
But there is canon, though.
But
There's
there's
no
canon.
canon.
Listen,
There is
priority-
canon.
do you know what
Man
priority
can it
means?
mid-season.
Do you know what
What's that
priority
talking
means?
about?
Think about
Man
it.
really do can it, though.
No, think about it.
Like,
Priority means I'm canning the other one.
Exactly,
That's what priority means. That's what priority means.
man.
If there's four trophies to go for, the fourth and third are canned. The first two are the
Hey,
bag.
Ferguson was a master in canning, bro.
Oh, what? Ferguson did one year didn't even enter the FA Cup. That's not fucking
Fam.
canned it.
Yeah, but that was a different thing though.
Oh, shut
Oh,
up.
come on,
One
He
year-
had he had just won the treble.
I don't
So
give a damn.
this is the guy you're saying cans it, but he won all three.
Yeah, he won the
So
treble
we're
and
talking
then
about. He don't
what?
can it.
And then didn't turn up the next year.
Yeah, but that was
Didn't
just
even defend the title the next
that was
year.
just
What was that about?
I think because
No,
the
FA
Cup
Cup-
Championship.
In '99, they didn't. In 2000, you lot didn't go for the FA Cup. Like, just didn't even put yourself in.
Is that even allowed?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Canning,
United didn't
canning,
enter because
Remy,
of the European Club
from your
Championship.
own DNA.
But it was stupid.
Listen,
it didn't make sense.
From when United can, anyone can, bruv. Anyone can do what they like. So when you start fielding third string teams, don't get mad.
So-
Man United refuse to enter.
So
the FA
basically,
Cup.
what we're saying is that the FA Cup is
It's become that.
null and void.
It's got-
Come that, yeah.
It's the same as the League Cup. Let's keep it a buck.
No.
It's the Carabao Cup Mark II. In fact, the Carabao Cup is just the FA Cup Mark II. Let me give it a bit more shine. There you go. So all we care about is Europe and domestic league. That's it. That's all you lot care
Well,
about.
all our teams are through in it.
Fair enough.
All our teams.
Yeah,
are
we
through.
all got
For
through,
now,
we all got through.
for now, you'll see.
It really is for
Listen,
now.
blood, watch Arsenal get a
Chelsea-
decent team.
Chelsea is still fighting on four
Off we
fronts,
go,
yeah.
blood. Out we go. We watch anyone get a Tottenham, decent teams. Off they go.
I just look at it like it's just one, it's just one game. It's just one extra game. It's one extra game.
It's not one
Obviously,
extra
obviously
game.
it adds up, but like I feel like
That's
these
how you
players-
talk when you don't play football.
These players get to they want to play for these. They want to play for these.
It's
They
difficult,
wanna get
which is why United winning it was a miraculous thing, bruv. It's a big issue.
The one team that can't can it though, Tottenham, innit?
Tottenham Hotspur.
They're all
Third
guns
place.
blazing
Like-
into that FA Cup.
Okay. How important is it for Tottenham to win the FA Cup this season?
A trophy. Bear in mind, they're still in the League Cup as well, semi-finals.
Okay, how important is it for them to win a trophy this season? No, but League and Champions League aside. Because obviously those are important. Those
but they're
are
not winning
important.
those.
No, those are important.
They're
What do
not
you mean?
winning
No,
those,
what I'm saying is, Like, for example, if Poch's number one target is to bring a trophy back to the cabinet, is that important? I'm saying
yes, it should be his number one priority.
Why?
Because that will be his legacy at Tottenham.
Well, Tottenham have a stadium to still fund that they can't even get into at the minute.
Yeah, so
Champions League's their priority. Getting in the top 4 is their priority.
But they're third.
Yeah, but they're not guaranteed top 4. So it's a horrible.
They're not, but
There's a horrible amount of clubs in there fighting for the same spots. How important is it for Tottenham to win the FA Cup or the League Cup this year?
I think they should win it.
Yeah.
I'm saying how.
Ban it, bro.
I agree it's important, but
Get
how?
Champions League, bro.
They might need to dip.
Champions
I know,
League,
like,
right.
from what I've said, you know about the
Champions League.
Yes, they don't need to do any.
I think it's a game of perspectives.
If you look at, especially the FA Cup, when that comes, that happens on a Saturday, so already there's a break.
Yeah.
So if they do go for it, they're not missing out any.
Well, the league games get pushed to midweek.
Yeah, they get pushed at a different time. Yeah, but
it's crunch. It's the crunch.
it gets pushed at a different time, but they can still go for these things. I don't know.
You want pressure in April and May,
I don't think Rem, you understand, yeah. They're Tottenham are about to enter the Arsenal thing.
He's been spoiled with Manchester United trophies.
This is what I'm saying.
It's not that. Like, over the last couple of years, we say this on the pod all the time.
Listen, bro.
Focus on one. That's rubbish.
No, because of the caliber of team we're referring to. Not like City.
They-
City, we don't say refer to one. With City, you say you go for it, but their priorities really are Premier League, Champions League.
Yeah.
But Spurs, you think Spurs can go to the final and then go to the final of the FA Cup and then try and be in the top 4 and then be in the Champions League?
But look at their team. They can't do too much rotation. They just got to go for anything. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Listen.
he's playing. He did kind of rotate for the game against
Tranmere.
Tranmere.
Yeah, well, yeah, which we get.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, they still brought on Harry Kane.
For the fans.
Top 4.
They're letting him play minutes.
He said he brought Harry Kane on for the fans, for the tradition of the
I think
club.
it's a game of perspectives.
Just
I
fans.
think Poch wants both.
Poch needs a trophy.
I think
How bad does
He needs
How
a
bad does he
trophy.
need it?
on a scale of 1 to 10,
This season. How bad does he need it this season?
I'll say a 10.
Really?
He's never won a trophy in his life.
Dude, his clout's too high for someone that's never won a trophy anyway. His clout
But
is high.
his clout is high
No.
because of his coaching ability and the teams he's coached.
So why is it so important that he wins the trophy this season?
You're saying specifically this season?
This season, yeah.
Because this team is too good.
To win what?
To win the FA Cup or the League
FA
Cup.
Cup.
To win what?
They can win either
Beating
one.
who?
Do you know-
Beating who? I'm sorry. Are they better than Manchester City? No. Are they better than Liverpool?
I'm saying they have the ability.
Can they beat Man
True,
City?
true. But you're saying they're too good to not win a league. To not win a title
they're
this
too
season.
good. They're too good to not have the lesser domestic trophies.
So League Cup, FA Cup.
Michael
Yeah.
Laudrup came and went, and Swansea collected one.
In fairness,
Wigan came and went and collected
again,
one.
in fairness, do you know the two common denominators of those two FA Cup runs were, or League Cup runs?
Yeah.
Is everyone can do it. You look at who did Swansea play in the final?
Bradford.
Who did Wigan play in the final? Okay, no, Wigan
Wigan played City. Yeah.
No, Wigan played
City.
Fair play to Wigan.
And Laudrup beat Chelsea at the Bridge.
But yeah, did he?
I don't remember that.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I remember it was your boy. What's his name? What's the white boy's name? He was at Swansea.
Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson, Michu.
No, not Michu.
He was white. Liam Britton.
No, not
Nah.
Liam Britton. So you were a fan. Yeah, he was a striker.
He was a striker.
Yeah.
And he was white.
Yeah.
Llorente.
No, that was the season they had the gold strip and they.
They had the red and I think they had like even the red and green. I think
Yeah,
even,
they had the red that season as well.
Even
you're right.
what's his name was there? Sinclair.
What? Welsh.
Sinclair was
Yeah, and
is he
Dyer.
Welsh?
I remember Dyer scored.
Oh, was he Welsh?
Michu, Boney.
I know for a guy.
It's not Robson Canoe, is it?
You're gonna have to give
Nah,
Oh, it's
I'm not rating
he's
him,
mixed
man.
race.
man like how.
And he's
Yeah,
mixed.
but
I'll type it
it's
in.
got an interesting
Yeah.
point there because if he doesn't win a trophy,
Yeah.
he's done so much with this team already that, and you're right, his clout is so high that will
Bro.
it really change?
He needs to get top
Yes,
four.
it will.
I think
No,
he's
yes,
top
it
four.
will.
I don't think it
But
will.
really, the league was saying it's mainly Liverpool. And
Danny Graham.
Danny
Graham.
Graham.
Big up
Danny Graham. Danny Graham.
Our stat man is back.
Oh, by the way, Marcus part of the squad, guys. Like, man don't know about Big Mike.
Danny Graham.
Man, Mike.
Graham. I was thinking, what other forward have they got over
Danny
there?
Graham. That was
You named Bonnie, Mitchell.
And I
The man
remember.
that Alison's like that white boy. I'm thinking, what? Yeah,
I
that
was
makes sense.
I was trying to stay away from like the Spanish because I thought he's not white, but he is white. You get
And I remember that year. And for me, listen, it's like
some big pop.
like
Sorry.
success is relative in my opinion. Yeah, I think you got to do the best with the squad you have. I really don't think this is the best what Tottenham can do.
I think top 4 is a successful season.
For Tottenham, yes.
The climate
but,
they're in.
But no, for in the context of where they are, yes.
Yeah.
But I do think that players like Harry Kane, players like Dele Alli, Eriksen are better than no FA Cup, no League Cup.
Yeah,
I think they're better.
You need a trophy.
need
Every
to
great team in terms of an era of time, they always have a trophy. Even as bad as Chelsea were before.
It's not a great team.
Mad.
No, I mean, when I say a great team, I don't mean a great
How
team in
come
terms
that
of.
was
I don't mean it looking back at other teams. I mean in your own time. Like for example, when Arsenal look back at their 2004 team, there's many trophies there.
Yeah.
When United look back at the class of '92, there's many trophies there.
Yeah.
Chelsea, even as a Chelsea fan, I look back to the late '90s, even the times before we had Abramovich, we still won trophies. We still won FA Cups and things like that in that era. Tottenham don't have that for their best team of the last 15 years, and that's the same as Liverpool right now. You need to win a trophy to solidify exactly that legacy.
Newcastle. You'll be Newcastle.
What is the memory of that squad? Like, what is the memory?
It's
right. You're telling me-
they
Let's just
put
keep
pressure on.
Let's keep it a buck. They're a better Everton. That's why.
They're better than Everton.
Yeah, I was going to go
That's what
Leicester.
they'll be.
I was going to go
That's what they'll be.
I was going to go Leicester, but they've won the league.
You're 100% right. They will be Everton if they don't win a trophy.
Everton.
They will be Everton if they don't win a trophy.
Like a consistent version.
Like
But
the money,
we all know,
the money's
we-
the same between those two.
But the
clubs.
thing is,
money's
we
very
all
similar.
know, and no Everton team has been as good as this Tottenham team is.
Big
So
facts.
that's why they need a trophy to
Is that
stamp
because
it.
they've been in the top 4, or are you talking about
Because
the
they
But
finished
they've been
third.
consistent for like 4 years now.
Everton never finished
So-
third.
And yeah, Everton, what was the highest? They finished 4th with David Moyes, and that was it. And they didn't even make it to the next
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, Everton is
I
rubbish.
guess
Like,
the
that's
point is that you do have to cement something for the club and the history of the club.
Top 4 blood.
You have to cement something. But for
I
Poch,
think if you're Harry Kane, you want a trophy. I think if you're any of these guys, you want a trophy.
How could Dele Alli, Harry Kane, Eriksen?
I think if you're Poch, you want a trophy.
You lot are spot on. No, you lot are
You want a
spot on.
trophy.
If you're a player, you want to win trophies, you're spot on. But the club and the manager,
Top 4 blood.
No, I
the
personally
non-playing
think.
staff,
I personally think that what stopped Tottenham from winning the trophy is mentality.
no, I think they're not good enough, Ernie.
No, because lesser teams have beaten City to go to finals. You lot beat City in the semi-final of the FA Cup
Somehow, yeah.
with Rob Holding and Mertesacker.
Yeah,
don't know how-
yeah. And then you beat Chelsea in the final.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
Like, you don't have to be the best
but
team.
It's here. It's up here.
He's pointing at his head.
Because Tottenham.
But then Alexis Sanchez Ozil against that lot.
No, but what I'm saying
See
is
what
that
I'm saying,
what
like-
I'm saying is that when you have no one in that Tottenham dressing room has rings. No one's got rings. So if you're looking at Sanchez, man's playing.
I mean, Hugo Lloris now. You know what I mean?
Hugo Lloris.
I'm just saying.
Hugo Lloris.
He has the big ring. He has the big ring.
I've got the big
I'm not gonna lie.
Pause.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Call me a hater. I do not rate Hugo Lloris.
Neither do I.
Neither do I,
neither
bro.
do I.
You know what I mean?
Neither do I.
Bugs out.
Why does no one
He
talk
does
about the fact
bugs
that
out.
he basically scored an own goal in the World Cup final?
Like, man, forget
No one
that.
mentions
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
It's like-
we forget all of that. You lift the trophy and we forget.
Do you know why?
No,
'Cause
no,
you
no,
forget
but-
all
but-
of that.
but-
You forget
but-
everything.
I don't.
I remember we gave Croatia a goal.
Hey, we can remember this, but did man do
Man,
Man did the motion, bro.
Man
did
talk
the
about
motion,
Chelsea.
bro.
Man talk about Chelsea winning the Champions League. Which one of you will take Basingwa?
No, you wouldn't. But
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I got a big thing, yes.
You wouldn't hear that.
Man, the big game, bro.
But you never talk about Terry knocking down Alexis in the semi-final at the Camp Nou because you have to pluck that out.
But
of the
Terry's
side.
a bad boy.
Exactly.
But Terry's a bad boy.
But
Terry's a bad boy.
He was banned. You've got to pluck.
But John Terry is a bad boy.
Roy Keane didn't make the Champions League final when.
But Roy Keane's a bad boy.
Exactly, but you don't pluck that one out.
But
of the
Roy
sky.
Keane's a bad boy. You're mentioning bad boys, and I'm saying Tottenham hasn't got one. I'm not trying to hear that. That's what I'm saying. Listen, Harry Kane, as sick as he is, has not won a trophy. Even Alan Shearer won the league.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. You need trophies to be in history. Anderson, one of the worst midfielders to play for Man United, has got rings. He could.
He wasn't that bad.
You raise
Okay, no,
Anderson,
let's not
I
go
raise
there,
you
let's not go
Jemba
there.
Jemba. I raise you
He's
Cleverson.
their team.
I like Anderson.
You've had some-
No, honestly, like we've had some dead
Yeah,
players.
but that's the Ferguson was out here handing rings to everybody.
Yeah, no,
Right.
people. You get some,
Bah,
but you go to like,
John O'Shea,
but
fam. Come on.
you go to like a Wes Brown cabinet and you just see gold. You're like,
That was legend, didn't
What
it?
the heck is this, blood? You know what I'm saying?
You know,
How's he got?
and
Man
then
was really second
they
best.
become legends just because of what they
Because
want.
they've got it,
Like,
because they've
yeah.
got
There's
it.
actually bare mediocre players in that
Raphael.
time. Just
Raphael.
tell you.
The fact that
Turned them
Partey
great.
sung and Son was a debate last week was a
It was
farce.
absolute farce.
But why was
The
that
thing
farce?
is, because they said that is Son the best Asian player to play in the Premier League.
I said, I already spoke to, I remember spoke to Adrian about this. I was like, greater, obviously Ji-Sung Park, no doubt. In terms of ability, I picked Son.
The debate was clear as day. Who is a better player? Man talked about medals. What are man on, bruv? Like, what
is
are
what
we
it is.
talking about?
Like, no, Fergie was a genius. This guy was giving mediocre players some trebles, blood, some
Trophies.
titles, blood.
Rings.
People have four Premier League titles. You know, like when they put out certain man like your Nicky Butts and your Neville's or whatever, and you read 10 Premier League titles. I've seen it like 10.
Yeah.
Like how have you? Like Rio's got I don't know how many. Rio's got bare as
Rio's
well.
got bare.
And I'm sitting there
Rio's
like,
got bare.
and he's got a Champions League, and he's got an FA Cup, and he's got. I'm sitting there like,
Where's that guy though?
no, but come on, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's still,
But there
scary,
are a plethora of men at Manchester United from '86 to 2013 where you look at them and you think you were not good enough to play for Manchester
Orly.
United.
Yeah, of course.
Surely.
But
You know what I'm
Ferguson
saying?
saw something in you. I don't know
I
what
think
it was.
I think everyone played their role well, which is good. Like,
Yeah,
even if you weren't
trust
great,
me, man.
you played your role.
So
Did
Tottenham
your
need a
job.
trophy this season.
Top 4
Okay.
blind.
Okay, I say
Well,
top
they've
4.
got two,
I'm
they've
with
got
you.
two feasible ones.
Nah, they're going to
They
get
got to go
Chelsea.
for
Whoever remembered finishing top 4? Like, who remembers that?
don't remember that.
No,
No,
you only know it's because of
What
the
is that?
circumstance. Like
Wait,
the
okay,
circumstance,
let them finish out the top 4, bro. Let's see.
and then you'll start talking about them.
You will start.
That's
talking
a
about
point. When you make the top 4, no one gives a damn. But when the minute you don't make it, then everyone starts making noise about you.
Big man thing. Yeah,
That's
for real.
the thing.
For real.
Because when we did it for like 10 years straight, people were just like, oh, top 4, what? Third and fourth, is that a trophy?
When you won the FA
It
Cup.
kept us afloat. I'm telling you that right now. It kept the money going.
Just the money, yeah.
If Tottenham finish outside the top 4 and win the FA Cup, they will be looking through their pockets like, oh my god, we need to pay this debt.
And then where's Ericsson? He's not signing a new deal. Otherwise,
Is he not?
No.
No,
Oh, I will take Eric.
Man, the man not signing the thing,
Pogba
bro.
starts at 10.
This is what I'm
But
saying,
I'll
bro.
take Eric.
you're pretty set. Chelsea, 4th place. I can't believe that you lot are 4th.
Yeah,
I can't actually
I
believe
genuinely
this.
thought you weren't going to say us next.
You're
I was
10
like,
points
wow.
behind the champion, the league leaders. Sorry, the champions. You're 10
Champions
points behind.
elect.
You're 10 points behind Liverpool. Where's it all gone wrong?
Huh?
I mean, has it gone wrong?
It's not all gone wrong.
Is it not all bad? Is it just
It's
that
not
everyone
all
else is
gone
really
wrong.
good?
No,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
when
everyone's
we
really good.
brought in Maurizio Sarri, is a manager that's gonna bring about a certain style of play at Chelsea, the way we play the game, and he just hasn't got the players to do it right now. He hasn't got his team. It's not Sarri's team yet, so he's trying to play a certain way, and it's clear that these players aren't good enough. We don't have a striker for the amount of time we have
I have
on
a
the ball.
theory.
What's that?
I have a theory that a lot of your managers have had obviously tactical influences and structure, but I feel like he's the first one that's tried to make you guys play in terms of the mechanics of how you play. I think he's the first guy that's actually said 11 men need to play together, as instead of Hazard's individual brilliance and Willian's individual brilliance. And
I hear that.
And for the first time, your football IQ as a squad is being exposed. Like Marcos Alonso, for me, has been exposed this season. He's a fraud. The Brer cannot defend to save his life.
Didn't we know this already?
Certain man didn't know it.
I feel like we did.
I think in
Simon
unison,
didn't know
the
it.
pod couldn't believe that he was racking up numbers.
he was
like
sitting away
goals
with
and whatever.
murder.
But that was
Yeah,
it, though. It
assist.
was just the
Do you
numbers.
see what I'm saying?
It was just the
I
numbers.
feel like people
So-
like Willian.
Absolutely.
I've never been a fan of Willian at Chelsea.
I hate that Chelsea ruined him. He was a Shakhtar genius.
I'm sick of that.
Yeah, he was a number 10.
Like, we ruin every
He was a
player.
proper number 10
Like,
at Shakhtar.
what is this?
But you, Chelsea are known
Alright,
for doing
okay.
this. Fernando Torres.
No, tell me more about him at Shakhtar. Tell me more about the league games that you
The
watched
number
at Shakhtar.
10.
Tell me
The number
more. Come on.
When he came to Stamford Bridge,
Tell
he
me.
buried you at Stamford Bridge when he was playing
Yeah,
for Shakhtar.
and he's buried teams at Chelsea, but he's just not that guy.
So temperamental.
Buried like
He's just not that guy.
Tell me more about the game.
Yeah, because we can talk about Willian, the Champions League when he came and played against Chelsea. Well, let's talk about the Champions League when he scored against Barcelona. If you watch that Willian, you're like, oh, Chelsea ruined him because he was so great. And then 2 weeks later, he's losing against Hull.
He was more
And you're like,
consistent. Because he was more
it's the
consistent at
same thing.
Shakhtar. He was more consistently good at Shakhtar.
he's never scored double figures in his whole
No one
career.
talks about goals. He doesn't give you double assists. He doesn't even give you that.
That's Willian.
That is the problem with Willian.
Yeah.
Chelsea can't afford to have players like that in their team, in their first 11. They can't afford to have single-digit numbers, a goal and assist in their forward line. That's just not acceptable.
But a certain manager who will not be named turned him into a right wing back, and I think that was the beginning of the end. But we don't say his name around here.
I mean, look, he's gone, right? Let's let him.
No, we don't say his
Let
name.
him ride off into the sunset.
No, he can't.
He can shout out be
No, he
named.
can't because Willian's a victim.
No.
Willian's a victim.
No. Not having that. Not having that.
Hold on.
Because
So he said Chelsea ruined him.
But then now
Who was
That's your logic.
Don't forget, he came under
Under
Di
Jose
Matteo.
Mourinho.
He came under Di Matteo.
He came under Jose Mourinho.
I was working there. He came under.
What, when we had our gold kit?
Yes.
Yeah, I was there. No, he
Yes,
wasn't.
he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Sherlock the
wasn't.
lot. What, Marco Marin?
I saw Sherlock came with Mourinho.
No, Sherlock did. Sorry, Sherlock did.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on a minute.
Bro,
you're right. Sherlock did.
Willian came Mourinho's first season.
Ernest, check the statistics.
Okay.
Yeah, Willian.
No,
Marco Marin. Marco Marin.
No, it was
Marco
Marco
Marin
Marin.
was
It
Yeah.
was Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar's another
Yeah.
one. I'll
Yeah.
put him in there. He's another
It
one.
wasn't Willian.
He's another one
It
there.
wasn't Willian.
He's another one.
Willian came 2013-14 season.
2013-14 season.
That's
That's
Mourinho's
Mourinho.
first season.
That's Jose.
That's Mourinho's first season.
That's it, man.
Nah.
Let him ride off into the sunset.
Jose
The
Mourinho.
Brer got signed by one Brer, and he knew that he was pliable. Man can mold him into the type of player he wants from number 10 right wing to right wing back in 6 months.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you're saying Chelsea,
No, fair enough.
be specific.
Yeah.
It's the man who will not be named.
But no, because Chelsea have a record of doing this. That's why I'm saying Chelsea.
And who's the longest serving manager?
Fernando Torres.
Oh, we ruined Fernando Torres.
You're damn right you did.
How did we ruin
He
him?
ruined himself.
How did we ruin him?
He ruined himself.
How do you start a
Chelsea-
striker at number 9 and ruin him? How?
How could you go to Old Trafford
Because
and miss that chance that he missed?
Because Chelsea were awful.
Oh, stop
no,
it!
no,
Chelsea were
Stop it!
awful.
I actually thought you had a point. You know, I actually thought you had a point
I
on
won't
this.
even go as early
Don't.
as Ancelotti when he joined in
I'm
January.
not
I won't
having
go
that.
that early.
What?
But the fuck, but AVB? Are you kidding me, bro?
What?
Oh, come on. Did you not watch that Chelsea?
Torres ruined
Yeah.
himself.
No, he ruined himself.
Not having it.
He ruined himself.
Yes.
Fernando Torres.
No,
Yeah.
you know, it's like what Morata's
That's-
going on now.
what's he
You know
done
Morata-
since?
you know Morata's
What's he
right
done
now.
since?
Would you say Chelsea?
No,
ruined him?
Chelsea ruined Morata.
Would you
Chelsea
say
ruined
Chelsea
Morata.
ruined Morata or Morata's messing up himself?
Oh no, Chelsea ruined Morata. Let's just keep it
Chelsea
buck.
ruined-
What? Let's keep it buck. Let's keep it buck.
This is a
Let's
dumb
keep it buck.
conversation.
You
One-on-ones.
You did not
It's just
expect
a
this.
one-on-ones.
You did not because look. Can I be honest with you?
Well, they're not
You
changing
see
it.
like no. You see Chelsea. You see Chelsea right now when they're buying centre forwards. And here's a centre forward problem they've got besides Diego Costa, right? And maybe Didier Drogba. They don't know what kind of centre forward they want because every time they buy one, they buy a different kind, right?
manager
Hang on.
that comes with a different scheme.
Yeah, they all have a different thing. And when they sign that striker, for whatever reason, it never seems to tick. So at some point, who do you
Wait,
keep
what do
blaming?
you mean?
But-
Give me
but the
examples
best
of it never
job,
ticking.
Fernando Torres.
Okay, 1 and Morata 2.
Morata.
Yeah.
But I
Olivier
told you about Morata.
What do you mean Olivier Giroud?
Olivier Giroud. Go on. What? Tell me about Giroud.
Giroud has never been a starter for
trash.
Chelsea.
He's trash.
Giroud has
Giroud.
never been a starter for Chelsea. And when he has started, he's been all right. So
he hasn't.
I'm trying to hear Chelsea
No, he
ruined
hasn't.
it. His goal record for Chelsea.
No, I'm not saying Chelsea ruined.
That's what
Giroud.
we're talking about.
No, I'm not
That's
saying
what we're
that.
talking
No,
about.
I'm saying-
That's what we were talking about.
Hang on, I'm not saying Chelsea's ruined Giroud.
So what are you saying?
Because I'm answering what he just asked me. Because I
Yeah.
said to him that when Chelsea buy a striker, they don't kind of know what they're doing with him. So whenever they play, they try to adapt to this certain style of play or whatever. They never play for the striker. So more
I
time,
can't say that for Morata. I can't say that for Morata.
They play for him.
This morning, I was watching Sky
I
Sports.
don't know, man.
They said he
Hazard.
started 18
Okay,
games.
Hazard.
He started 18 games and he's missed 17 big chances. I'm not having it. I am not
And
having
we've
it.
all seen it.
These
It's not
big
like
chances,
he's undercover.
my grandmother would have scored.
Last
Bro.
season.
In all seriousness,
Last season.
I'm not having it about Morata.
So what? Morata just turned swag.
I
when he
told you,
came to
man,
Chelsea?
about Morata.
But he wasn't always swag though. He wasn't always this.
Oh my
He
God.
wasn't.
No, but I agree with that. I would say,
Oh my
I
gosh.
said, he's out
Oh
playing
my
now.
gosh.
He's lost so much confidence. He's actually losing the actual skill. He's
Do you man
skill set
remember?
there.
Yeah,
He's
yes,
Do
losing
you man
that because he's lost so
remember
much
when it was
confidence.
between
So-
Lukaku and Morata, and all the United fans were being asked, "Who do you want?" I said, "I want none of them. I don't want any of them. Morata has never been a starting striker at any club he's been at. You were never the best 21-year-old when you were at Juve. So why are you coming to my club? Look at now. Look at Morata now. He's trash. He's garbage.
They can get a tune out of him. They can get.
Yeah,
a tune
he
out of him.
scored 2 on the weekend, and he's still whack.
And did you see this?
Did you see what he missed?
Come on, I don't understand how we're here.
Sorry, to Remy's point, that the confidence is so short that he can't even.
The confidence is shot because he got kicked out of Madrid.
He's whack.
He got kicked out of Madrid. That's why it's shot.
Bro, I don't care.
Man thought he was coming to United and dyed his hair red. Yeah, that's why his confidence was shot. Yeah, do your job.
He's not a serious guy, bro.
He's not serious, bro.
He's not serious.
Okay, if he's not a serious
It's not
guy,
Chelsea. It's not Chelsea.
if he's
Man
not,
like Divock Origi,
He's feeling sorry for himself.
Okay.
He's sitting bare one-on-ones. Go back onto the training field.
If
Big man team.
right, okay, cool. If Chelsea need to sort out the striker situation, why have they signed Christian Pulisic?
Chelsea is a joke of a club. Chelsea
There's the L's there.
58 million
for a man that doesn't start.
Mate, listen.
Now,
What's your priority?
Pulisic is hard.
I'm not saying he's
not.
not. But your priority is what? I thought it's to get centre forward.
Oh,
they spent 58 million.
Yeah, but they want him for next season, didn't they? They loaned him back, so they're pretty much building for next year.
They loaned him back because Dortmund were like, you're not having him this year. We might win the league this year.
Yeah.
You're not getting him
We
this
need
year.
him.
We need him this
Why
year.
don't Chelsea spend the 58 million on a centre forward?
Yeah.
Can someone answer me that question,
And
please?
is it not
It's
going
the L.
out?
No, it's the L. It's L. Like, as it's not
not
an
an
L.
L, it's
Signing
not an L,
Pulisic
yeah.
is not an L.
Yeah.
But the idea that we are not trying to rectify the issues in our team right now, I do have issues with.
Centre
Like,
half,
Chelsea's
centre
a
forward.
joke.
Why would we not?
Chelsea's a joke, man. The club.
0-0 draw this season? It was a third or fourth 0-0 draw that you guys have had this season.
Wait,
He's
where?
at the league,
When did we have a 0-0 draw? Our last game was
Southampton.
Southampton,
Yeah,
West
against
Ham, Everton,
Leicester.
Leicester.
Yeah.
That's four
Chelsea's
now.
a
No, wait, didn't we
joke,
lose to
man.
Leicester?
Club,
We
bro.
lost to Leicester.
Did Leicester
Oh,
beat
sorry, you lost. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
you lost 1-0. Sorry,
Vardy!
that's three that I can think of. Them. I'm sure there was one more.
Yeah,
But
we're
there's been
we're
a few
trash.
so you're
But do you know? I don't know if this
goals.
is. I don't know if this is ever going to get better. I don't know if we're ever going to see a good team, because the way the Premier League works now and the way the teams are doing it, where you've got managers and you've got other people buying the players.
Yeah.
This whole time I've been like, okay, let me wait till Sarri gets his players and his system. But will he ever get his players?
What
I don't know if
to realise, isn't it? Because
he's never going to get his players.
Even he's like that though. He's like, I don't care about the transfer window because that's not my business.
It's not his. How can a manager say I don't care about the transfer
you
window?
imagine?
These are the players. These are the tools that you're going to use.
Because all he
He's
cares
bigging
about
up.
is coaching.
The other day he came out in a press conference ahead of our Tottenham game, and he's bigging up Hudson-Odoi. He's talking about this guy's good. He may be as good as Willian and Pedro. Maybe I need to start playing him more. This and that. And I'm realizing it doesn't make a difference because he can leave Chelsea and Sorry has no say in the matter.
Yeah, he hasn't. Because
It doesn't
the
mean
Pulisic
anything.
thing was
I'm not
interesting.
knocking right now.
The Pulisic thing was interesting because they asked him like about 2 days before.
Mm-hmm.
What came out was that Chelsea, like staff members of Chelsea, asked Sarri about Pulisic, and he was like, "Yeah, he's a good player, he's decent, he's alright." 2 days later, he turns up at his door, like contract signed. He'll be your player next season.
He'll be your player next
and
year.
it's a bit like it kind of shows like. Raw. And you see what's funny, Sarri will accept it, so it's a bit of a difference. There's more harmony there. Whereas your Contes and Mourinho's, they would have never had that there. And it was probably going on though. Do you get what I'm saying?
But it's like
the whole Giroud and Batshuayi thing.
But
with
that
Conte
thing,
last
I
year
don't
was weird.
understand. I don't understand it because you bring in these new managers every 2 years, and you spend their salaries are big salaries, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like you don't trust them.
No, because
Why would you
don't
put?
you think football's
it's not
changed
like-
a little bit?
Why do?
It's not
Yeah,
like-
these
Do you not
the
think
clubs don't
football's
trust their
changed?
managers.
You don't think football's changed?
But
a
it doesn't
bit?
make sense.
You don't think football's
Change,
changed to the
let it
degree?
change. That's fine, but it doesn't make sense. How
doesn't-
can you put so much pressure on these managers to deliver results? Yet you're not allowing them to choose the players that they want to buy.
They think they've got the better IQ.
And I was saying this to you guys the other day. The level of scouting in the Premier League is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why is it every single player is a high profile player that I can watch on YouTube?
Yeah.
And just do you know what I mean? Like you're not picking out any players. You're not picking out any players. And And Remy, the other day you asked me, is Hudson-Odoi really that good? So surely this Saturday you saw exactly how good he is because levels.
if you watched it,
There's
I don't
not.
even see anything still.
So you saw Morata's misses, but he didn't see Hudson-Odoi.
Was it 1 or 2 assists?
It was forgettable.
man said it was
The
forgettable.
miss was too much. I just forgot what Hudson-Odoi did.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry, man.
But
Sorry.
no, it's just. I'm frustrated, man.
Your club is a joke.
Frustrated.
man.
I wasn't even frustrated when you first asked me, but now I think about everything. I'm just like,
But is it
so
all
long.
doom and gloom though? When you consider Sarri's first season, he's not done too bad. They've only lost 3 games. Okay, drawn.
We're pretty much even with where we were last season.
You know, drawn about 5-6.
You know what it is? I haven't gone.
Oh my gosh!
Ruben!
Absolute banger. 2-1 Wolves.
Oh, 2-1 Wolves in the FA Cup.
And it's McNaught back
Mignolet.
again.
Is that Liverpool canning it, Remy?
It's equalised, didn't it?
Nah, but Divock Origi and me there and some 16-year-olds.
We've definitely got our Liverpool back.
Hey,
I think
100%.
Wolves is just better, isn't it? Wolves is just better right now.
But flipping, I don't know. For me, I'm just not excited about Chelsea.
Yeah, neither.
I find you guys
I'll give you
boring.
that. They are boring.
I find you guys boring,
Not
man.
necessarily watching their games, but
The
Chelsea,
conversations.
the conversation
Yeah,
about Chelsea.
No, for me, it's watching your games. I find
Really?
you guys boring. I find you guys very boring to watch because you see Jorginho. As much as I'm a fan, because he doesn't have outlets. What was it? In the Southampton game you drew. It's like he had the most passes and didn't create.
He didn't create anything.
He didn't create anything. It's like man's just keeping the ball.
Yeah,
and I feel like with
he's
Cesc,
had no assists.
I feel like people like Cesc are very
He's
much
playing deep.
proven Premier League players. Where it's like sometimes a lot of these foreign players, I think sometimes they're too tailored to foreign leagues. It's like when they come here, they're not as direct. Like Cesc for me is
I can't understand
like,
how
for
Cesc
me-
and
for
Kante
me-
don't
for
play
me-
together.
I don't understand why we're getting rid of Cesc, but anyway.
for me. I feel like your midfield picks itself essentially, but Sarri's midfield always has more runners than people who actually sit. Like Jorginho is active, even though he sits the most, but he's still mobile or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like Cesc for me is if you put Kante and Jorginho as both holding midfielders and Cesc as an 8 or a 10, it picks itself. So
the pitch is too big for that. Like,
what do you mean?
he can't. He can't run. He can't get around the pitch. Cesc. Like so.
No,
he's like,
but he doesn't need to get around the pitch. He just needs Willian to have a football
He
brain.
just needs to be the quarterback. Let him
So,
sit in the
yeah,
pocket.
what is wrong
You know
with
what I'm
that?
saying? That's what I think he should do.
I mean, I've seen it. He's limited. I think we saw that
got the
under
pace.
Mourinho.
He hasn't
He
got
was
the
a little
pace,
bit
for
like.
sure.
Because I feel like
Kovacic
and Barkley are getting exposed, man.
Yeah.
They're-
Yeah. Well, that's
Honestly, Kovacic for me, I'm sorry to say, he's an average baller, man.
Ooh.
Like Kovacic, when I watch him, I'm just like,
no frills.
you don't do
yeah,
anything.
he
Like,
said no
honestly,
frills.
like you're good, but you don't do
Constable.
anything. He recycles the
rotate the
ball,
ball,
but
that's
it
it.
doesn't.
Yeah, I don't want us to re-sign him.
Yeah, don't
wanna
do it
to
because
sign
this
him
is not
because it's
this
like,
is not this is not a you don't have forwards issue. This is I see why Madrid let you go on loan.
They'll replace that with another loan. I can't see them buying a player in that position. I think they're going to.
Apparently they're going for Nicolo Barella.
Well, there's,
For
yeah,
me,
there's so much shit. You know,
for
guys,
me,
you like
that's
that.
a decent sign.
I'm not a fan of this transfer window, like period where you just get linked with so many. Every day it's a new player. I've seen Chelsea linked with Cavani, Benzema.
But
Icardi,
I'm just saying Barella
Clark.
simply because you Fabregas is going.
Yeah, no.
And
And
drink
Sarri
water.
has literally said
Yeah.
we're getting in a replacement
And
for Fabregas.
and drink
Oh,
water.
is it?
Yeah,
You know
he said
they have to.
he said
They have
Fabregas
to.
isn't going anywhere without anyone coming in. He's literally said that. So
And he's also said that Fabregas has to go. Like he needs to
Raw.
go. In terms of when I heard it, I was like, "Raw." But then when I listened to the interview, he said,
I mean, they
no,
got Drinkwater, Loftus-Cheek,
drink
Barkley.
water is a fraud.
No, but they got 3 players in that position.
They're not
Why
good
do they
enough.
need to go and get another one?
They're not good enough.
Then someone needs to. Someone
You
else needs to hang
you're
their transfer
forgetting
price.
Bakayoko's also a central midfielder.
I mean, Bakayoko.
oh yeah, he still plays for Chelsea.
He's still playing for Chelsea.
But
bring
he's
him
a-
back.
he's
Bring him
on
back.
loan, isn't he?
Bring him
So-
back.
Them man have
Relax.
central midfielders for days,
Bring him
and
back.
Bakayoko.
only 2 of them are good enough.
Yeah.
3 if you include Cesc.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So for me, I find Chelsea boring.
Cesc is world class. I can't understand how Chelsea are getting rid of him. It's shocking to me why he doesn't make the first team and then now they're getting
No,
shot.
because Sarri's midfield at Napoli was mobile.
How much is Cesc gone for, by the way?
I don't know.
What's the fee?
No, I don't even know.
Is it a loan?
I don't even know what.
No, he's going. He's actually going.
Did you see his little farewell? It was like John Terry Part 2.
What did he do? He did 500 games in England, didn't
Yep.
he? Bloody hell, that's a serious
That's
feat.
Fabregas.
Considering he's only done
111 assists.
And think about how many injuries he had. How many
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
fixtures he could have gotten.
Yeah,
He's
oh yeah,
good.
tons
Yeah,
of
that's
injuries
huge
at Arsenal.
skill.
Tons.
He could have gotten a lot more
Oh my
games.
god, he always used to do half a season with us.
Top 5 my favourite players in the Premier League.
Absolutely.
Cesc Fabregas.
Absolutely.
He's my top 5 favourite players. He's a classy guy, man.
No, absolutely.
Except for Pizzagate. But, you know.
He's a top man for that. What's that bad joke? I couldn't believe it was him. Of all people, him. after those Rough Riders we
I wonder
had.
what the scene was like. I wish I could watch it in a film. He threw a pizza.
Alex Ferguson.
No, that's
mad.
That is
that's
just
wild.
ridiculous.
That's wild.
Where did he get the pizza from?
Lawless.
Like,
Yeah, was it like a whole food fight, or was he the only one with the
Guys,
pizza?
you know what? Yeah, you know post-match food. Yeah, even for footballers, it's shocking what they eat. It's actually shocking.
And it must have been worse than
I've seen burgers in that
Yeah, but
pizza.
they just finished 90
I
minutes.
don't give a damn. You don't eat a burger. When? In season. You eat a burger.
They just had a what?
Them man need to be on that dried turkey breast, you know what I'm saying? And broccoli
What,
and
no
carrots.
oil?
No, extra virgin is fine. Extra virgin is fine. But a burger, honest, I'm seeing burgers and pizzas. I'm thinking, no wonder why these lot can't run. No, I'm looking for my centre half. Then where is he?
Did you hear when Rio said David Moyes took away the chips?
Why are you eating chips? Like, why is there chips there?
Because it's Rio
Well,
Ferdinand.
it's at Hampden Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said the Scottish man, I think was it Neil, what's his name? Neil McLeish or whatever his name.
Alex McLeish.
Alex McLeish, there,
Yeah.
yeah. And he said they used to give them jelly babies every time.
Now, is he that wrong? No, is he that?
Wait. Jelly babies every time what?
No, like during half time for sugar boosters.
Yeah, I've heard
that's
that.
Get a banana, man.
Eat an apple.
Give him
Eat
a
an apple.
give him a little
The hindsight,
extra
but the
cake.
low will be
The one that's
The crash. Can you imagine the crash?
They'll crash so quickly.
You'll crash like that if you have sweets. Do you know what I'm saying?
that's got a
Eat a banana, blood. You know what I'm
too
saying?
sad.
Yeah, fresh fruit.
get some potassium in
You know what I'm saying? A jelly bean. Like,
Yeah,
like,
they
what
don't
is
do
this?
Yeah,
Like,
just gets
nah, man.
him up. You know what I
These
mean?
farcical diets. What are people eating?
Bro, they're
Although Messi used to have Pepsi and a pizza, and Pep used to try and take it away.
No, but he's Messi.
He used to try and take it away from you.
yeah. So what's that?
Maybe
What's that?
a Pepsi.
Yeah. He's Messi.
I never thought such things could get away
He's
with.
Messi.
I mean, I was in shock when people like Wilshere and Chesley had a cigarette, but like, you know, that blew my mind. I thought, how can you be this fit and have that? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, oh well, is what it is. Arsenal 5th, 3 points behind Chelsea.
Yeah.
If you were to assess Arsenal in terms of a grade, if you were to give them a grade at the half-time
Why is your season done
stage,
already?
stage of the season, is it done?
Yeah, what are you playing for?
The Europa League.
Fair enough.
Got to play and win
Something.
that.
Yeah.
Where would you assess grade A to D?
Give them,
A C minus, bro.
C minus.
That's I would say C.
It's a comfortable.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a. I think
C
C
plus
minus.
or
I'll say
B minus.
that's
I don't
B
know.
minus.
There's no pluses
Fam,
around.
there's no pluses, bro.
Why is it a B? Why is it even a B?
Yeah, I think. Let me think about it. No, do you know what it is? I think
Okay, C minus. I'm with David.
for a while, obviously the unbeaten run.
Fam, that we didn't
But-
play
Bro,
that
you
game,
Raised,
bruv.
bro, you raised that run, you know.
No,
He's
but
all
like,
for it, man.
no, but I feel like they did actually well in that. You know, you
We won.
guys. won quite a lot of
Once we
matches. You won a
faced the
lot of
Donny,
matches.
blood. Once we faced the Donny, we got pipes, blood.
I do think the wheels fell off. That's why we'll probably go out to see, but like the wheels fell off a little bit.
Stevie Wonder
after
could see
that.
was going to fall off.
Yeah?
Stevie Wonder could see the wheels were going to fall off. They played
Do you know
bums.
Arsenal fans at Anfield were
You've
saying?
got to face who's in front. 14 matches, you got to face who's in
No,
front.
do you know what I'm not trying to
saying?
hear that? Because everyone has to face who they face. So it's not a thing. Like, I have to face who I face because I face them.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
but going
they
for-
played bums.
Yeah, but going 14 games on me, that's still 14. So
They played
14
bums.
They still won those
Everyone
games
else
though.
won 14.
Yeah, but we.
No, they played bums.
But in that time, we
Like Tottenham have lost 5
Chelsea
games,
lost to Leicester
no
at home.
draws, and are on top of Arsenal.
Yeah, but I'm
So
still.
they played bums.
It doesn't mean they play bums. It just means that they won.
Name me 5 of the teams they played in the 22-game unbeaten run.
I feel like we've done this before.
Name me 5.
They faced
Just give me
everyone. They
5.
faced everyone.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
but
Give me 5.
but
Everton.
we've lost as many games as Man City this season, which is that's impressive. I'm a bit like, oh raw, we've lost the same games as
Just
City.
draw more, innit?
That's a bit impressive.
Pete, what are you doing?
No, I'm just saying,
No,
innit?
Pete, what are you doing?
You gotta be fair. You gotta give both.
Nah.
both sides to the argument.
What are you doing?
Both sides to the argument.
How many games you lost? 3?
3, yeah.
Three lost 3. It's just there was quite a few draws.
drew
No,
five. Drew
what?
five.
No, what are you doing?
Wait, so are you only 6 points behind City then?
In that case, we are.
If you draw 5 and
No,
they
we're
draw
9
2,
behind City.
so you must have drawn more than.
We've lost 4. That's why
Oh, that's
we've lost 4.
okay,
Oh, I thought we lost the same as City.
Oh, that would have been something respectful.
Yeah, you know.
It would've.
Like, what man on, bro?
Listen, Arsenal 3 points off the
No,
top
I-
4. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
I'm just saying.
We can say that they face bums, but as I say, you got to beat who's in front of you, and they were winning quite a lot.
Yes, you do
So-
have to face who's in front of you.
Yeah, but you can't
have to win.
you can't do something good and then criticize when they do something
No, you
good.
can't criticize the wins. Yeah, you can't
We're
criticize
not
the wins.
we can.
No, we
Do
can't.
you want to go
I
back?
am.
Because we won.
Do you want to go back?
We won.
I
You
am.
want to go to West Ham at the Emirates?
I am.
Do you
Yeah,
want
we
to go
won.
to Watford at the Emirates?
We won.
Okay, cool. Second half of the season, when you lose those games, we'll have this conversation again.
We said it all. You know, David's the advocate. The defense has been sus from August the 14th. It was always
And
sus.
you always got exposed against better sides.
Yeah,
because you played bums.
No, but I mean, you look at it, right? The defeat to Southampton was just. I mean, that was,
Shocking, blood.
That was just come on.
Were we shocked?
Yes,
shocked?
yes, we were
I
shocked.
was shocked. No, I
You don't lose to Southampton.
We weren't shocked because it was coming.
No, but our mentality is so different to last year.
Everton had 4 big chances at the Emirates that they didn't put away. There was always going to come a game that Arsenal were going to lose.
And you weren't shocked that they lost that relegation fodder.
No, because it was coming.
Southampton had 3 headers on goal.
There was
3 goals.
It was coming.
The loss was coming, but it was just like I still felt like in those games, I was still pulling through.
Remy, you've lost to City, you've lost to Chelsea. Let's minus Southampton. Who else did they lose to? Liverpool. That's 3 big teams.
Which we expected.
And you've had
those
big chances that the opposition have missed in a 22-game unbeaten run. You're telling me it weren't coming? It was coming.
It was coming.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So,
bro, do you remember Success's chance at the Emirates? Do you remember?
But that's Watford. Better side than Southampton.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying there was always listen. When Cardiff had not scored a goal and they played Arsenal and they scored 2, I wasn't shocked.
That's not shocking. I agree.
It's not. No,
that's not shocking.
No, Pete, it's coming. The L was coming, bro.
It was, but not Southampton.
I wasn't shocked.
It was weird. It was like the way they went. I agree. It was weird. Like the way I saw it, the way that you were still winning. Like they were giving the opposition. Sorry, a lot of chances. A lot of them were taking some.
And at some point in this league,
Lacazette, Aubameyang, they were banging goals. And
at some point in this league, you will get exposed. So what I'm saying is that. None of these results.
Decent side, you get caught. You get caught to a decent side, not Southampton away.
When you got caught to a decent side, and then your strikers scored. One day your strikers are not going to score. That day came at Southampton.
Southampton was come on. We scored twice at St Mary's and there was no points. That is rare. Even you lot got a point there.
Yeah.
You lot scored twice.
Yeah.
No one goes to St Mary's, scores twice and leaves with no points unless you're Arsenal because our defense is freaking awful.
Cool.
But anyway,
again,
Southampton, I still think the mentality changed a lot this season. I feel like it fell off a little bit after the loss. You know, a couple more. Did you have a draw then? And you lost Liverpool.
Yeah, it was Brighton and Liverpool.
That was like a spineless loss. We even took the lead, and it just felt like they just threw it.
Hey, Moreno
Did you see that pass? Did you see? I thought it was just me.
Hey, Moreno is trash.
No, he's bad.
Oh wow,
He's a bad player.
I wouldn't.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't say that nothing's changed in that time. A lot has changed. I think defensively.
I don't know about a lot.
I don't know about that. But you've got the goals in Lacazette and Aubameyang.
Will Arsenal finish in the top 4, Remy?
No.
I think so. I think they can. It's either them or Chelsea. We said that. Either them or Chelsea going to get that one. So it's one of them.
Yeah.
Will they do it?
Who?
Right, bro.
Also committed 9 fouls.
Chelsea have an issue with the striker. You guys have an issue with defence. So it's like
What gets you top 4? Defence or attack?
If Arsenal finish above Chelsea in the league, sorry out.
It's attack.
Sorry out.
Sorry out.
If what? If you don't make
Arsenal can't
league?
finish above us in the league.
Why not?
Because your team is
We've
bad.
got no, bro. We've got
bad.
Who else?
That's all you need.
Okay.
To finish above Chelsea, that's all you need.
Alright, cool.
That's all you need because Chelsea got nothing.
Alright,
Chelsea got nothing.
Alright, cool.
Chelsea have nothing. You can have
and a strong Europa League push as well.
They haven't got a stonewall defence.
It could be a good season.
The goalkeeper.
Our defence is better than yours.
Just.
Shaqiri hits the bar from a free kick.
Your defence is better than ours. Just. I mean, Rudiger, Luis, Socrates.
It's better. We've got more clean sheets than you.
I think you guys are very even.
It is better though. It's not just.
No,
it's better though.
No, it's just better.
It's not just.
It's just better.
Should we really look at the goals conceded?
It's just better.
It's just better. It's not just.
better.
Our defence is better than your defence.
Go look at the goals scored as well.
It's not.
There we go.
No, I'm just saying. Our attack. Okay, is our attack better than Chelsea's?
I'm asking.
I'm just asking.
Why are you not Remy? And the person that straws.
I said to
Yeah,
everyone.
Pete, you're moving mad today, you know.
Being moving mad all for 2 seasons now.
How am I moving mad? How am I moving mad? I'm on the
Because you're acting like this isn't the Arsenal that you know.
No, I understand where we are. That's the difference. I get where we are.
Liverpool bringing on the big boys.
Chelsea have conceded 16 goals.
Yeah,
Let's
Arsenal.
go to
And
Arsenal.
Arsenal have conceded 31.
Don't even fucking at me. Don't at me. What are you talking
He said
about?
just. They are just.
Garbage. You're so
Look
trash.
at this guy.
And Arsenal scored 46.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Chelsea 38.
Yeah, but we know that. I'm under no illusions that our
And
attack
who's
is
on top of
whack.
who?
We're under no
Who's on top of
illusions.
who?
For now.
For
now.
Oh, it has to be for now.
It's January. It's January.
We're not in February. We're now.
In January.
Of course it's.
Don't worry.
Okay, yeah.
Talk to me at the end of the season, lads.
Oh, mate, I'll bail you.
Hey, things moving bad, you know.
Talk to me in May. No, because Chelsea are going to reinforce, innit? They're going to spend in January, get the players that they need, and
We don't know that.
No, they will.
We don't know that.
They will.
They signed
They
us.
will.
They signed us for forward and they've blown it back.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
No,
we don't know what they're gonna do.
That's how much money they got, bro.
No. But Chelsea need to make top four this year.
That's for
He's making top four
That's
this
for real.
year.
Let's keep it about. They won the Europa League too.
One of them will push for the
Chelsea will
It's
finish
between
top
Chelsea
four.
and Napoli.
Chelsea will finish
It's
top four.
between Chelsea and Napoli.
Napoli will not give a damn about
Okay,
the
cool.
Europa League. I can assure you.
Okay, cool.
You-
I think certain teams need to start prioritising that, boy.
The way Arsenal.
David, you've gone quiet. How come you're not talking
Our
about
team is
on
dead.
the Arsenal seg? You're not on it, yeah? Okay.
Kroenke out, bro.
Yeah, Kroenke's a bit
Kroenke
flip
needs
out.
to get out, bro. It don't matter, bro.
He doesn't
where
care
we
about winning the
finish.
league.
Yeah.
It don't
That
matter.
for me is
That's
an
Listen,
L.
he doesn't care about the team, bro.
He doesn't care about winning the league. He doesn't know that we lost.
So it don't matter what we do, where we finish. He's not only spend no more not spending.
I
jack
feel
all
sorry
that.
for him, though.
He just it's sorry for him.
Oh, John, I'm thinking about Emery, not Kroenke.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel sorry for
Bruv,
him.
there's no
Like,
point, bro.
He's watching
He's
his
not-
Rams
he's
go to
not-
the Super Bowl. That's what he's caring
There's
about.
gonna be no investment anyway.
No,
look
there's
look
not.
at this Suarez thing, bro.
Dennis Suarez. What?
I like it, bro.
Why we Dennis Suarez?
What position is that guy again?
I don't know. He's like
I
anywhere in
don't know.
midfield. He's like
You guys are all right there.
he's like a defensive. He's like a central midfielder. But then Emery had him on the wing when he was at Sevilla. But then at Barcelona, he's a bit. I mean, he wears a number 6. Whether that's to take anything by, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't get it. We should continue on now. Moving on to Manchester United, 6th place. Manchester United. What do you have to say about that, ladies and gentlemen?
4 games under Oli. 4 wins.
Resurgence, revival.
Yeah.
Restoration.
Even better, 3 games, 3 sub appearances, and 3 goals for my boy
Well,
Lukaku.
the big
The
Rom.
big Rom.
The
Big
big
Rom.
Rom.
Big Rom.
You lot are mugs.
Instant impact.
That's
First
what I
touch.
say.
Everyone
The-
laughs at that
the
touch.
Rom
Yeah, that
is
touch is creating goals. You know what I'm saying?
The
Yeah.
touch is creating goals. Yeah,
I
well,
think we need to all calm down. Like, honestly, in all seriousness.
Why?
Because I think that there are obvious positives. I think that if you bring the lazy argument of, oh, these players are a disgrace, they're not playing for the manager. Oh, okay, cool. We've heard it before.
Yeah.
But it's for me. It's you need to look with a closer eye. We are not. Mourinho did the whole defensive thing, low block,
Yeah.
get past the strikers, get past the midfielders, and then when Smalley sees the ball, he's got to defend. And it's like with Oli, we're defending from the front. Like they press early, the Matic is passing forward. Pogba's honestly, like that's miraculous.
Is it?
Yes.
Matic has always been this good.
Passing forward doesn't mean he's good. I think he's improved.
No, he's played very well. Now.
Yeah, I think he's improved. There's still apparently he lost the ball in the first 10 minutes. He lost the ball like 8 times against Newcastle. But in the 90 minutes,
they tried so hard.
yeah. But in the 90 minutes, Matic was better for it. I feel like we still don't know. I had an argument with my boy today at work that I don't think we know our front three yet, our final front three. But for me, whatever it is, it has to include Rashford and Martial. We saw that under Van Gaal.
Rashford. You think
Yeah.
Rashford is the guy?
I think he's given them
Rashford's ceiling is lower than Martial's.
to lead the line?
But Rashford has not touched his ceiling, and I think for with Mourinho it was more so. Mourinho had for me had no care in the world for developing these guys. Guys, of all the things I'm disappointed in Mourinho is that these guys didn't develop under him. Like I'm so disappointed. Like that has hurt my heart more than not getting the signings you wanted, all of that stuff. It's the fact that we have so much talent, and he committed egregious acts to prove to the world that our squad is not that good. Even Peter believed it. Peter was like, "Nah, this squad isn't good enough."
Yeah.
You can see now.
I believe it's not good enough to win the league.
No. But the thing is, until you play, listen. I told a man this the other day. If you have in your house, in your cupboard, you've got Maggi cubes, you've got eggs, are you gonna make fried rice? No, because there's no Rice. Yeah? Do the best with what you have. You have attacking players and you're asking them to defend. The biggest criminal act since the Holocaust. Honestly, it was a crime. It was a crime. Bro, it was a crime that Pogba, Mata, bro, Pogba Mata on the bench against Liverpool. No,
I
honestly,
realised
bro.
that to Peter the other, like, not long
No.
ago. He benched Pogba.
No, honestly,
He was benched.
no, honestly,
Like-
the guy committed malpractice, sackable offences, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. No, honestly, I can't believe.
of justice.
Like, I can't believe, yeah. And is this what Man United should be looking like? Yes, but they are bums that we played, yeah. So that's why I'm not getting a bit too excited because these teams are
Do
dead.
you think Newcastle's a bum?
Yes,
That was a tough result to get, though.
it was the toughest test, but they're still bums.
Interesting.
They're still bums. Jamal Lascelles was trying to break legs.
I mean,
John Joe Shelby should have gotten a red card.
Shelby's
Do you
got
see
a
what I'm
problem.
saying?
Shelby's actually got a problem. He has got a problem because
that
he did it.
horrendous.
That was him calm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like he just had fits of rage. He actually that was calm.
No, I think
Shelby.
John Shelby can be a sadomasochist.
I don't understand.
Like, I think he loves pain.
I genuinely
loves
think
to inflict
I
pain.
think he's got a problem. I genuinely do.
But
he's always. It's why he doesn't start.
do you
He's the
remember the
liability.
first game of the season last season?
Yeah.
And he stepped on Dele Alli's
He got a
leg,
red card,
and there was no remorse.
Did he get a red
Like there
card?
was
Yeah.
he got a red card. But flipping, what was I gonna say? I think honestly, like, I'm glad that people are actually seeing how good the first 11 is. But if you're a United fan, you knew this already.
Not true.
If you're a United fan who's not got an agenda against the players or the manager, you know this team is good enough.
Yeah.
You know this team is good enough. So for me, I'm like, listen, we've got Tottenham on Sunday. Win that game.
Wembley.
Win that game, I'll join the gas. And even that, I'll still be a bit reserved because we still got
after
City,
that-
we still got.
After that, though, you got Brighton at home, Burnley at home.
No.
Leicester, Fulham.
Between
Nice.
Tottenham and PSG, we've got no big teams.
Nice.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So my
good
thing is,
point.
if you can, let's say we drop points to Tottenham, but we beat everyone else until PSG, I'll get gassed.
I think you beat Tottenham.
I'll get gassed. We'll see. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is, like, for me, it's a lot of like attention to detail of how good these players can be, especially when you look at the front three of all the games before Reading and Newcastle. You look at what they can do, bro. Like, I'm not shocked Rashford did what he did against was it Huddersfield? I'm not shocked.
No, he's good.
The guy can dribble, bro. But he's being told.
Oh, it's for Huddersfield.
Was it Cardiff? No. It was at Old Trafford.
Okay.
It was Bournemouth. It was Bournemouth. I'm not shocked. The guy was doing it under LVG because the guy gave him.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is shocked at United's performance.
No one's shocked,
as
bro.
such.
This team is good.
As such.
But he convinced the whole world. The guy said that Fred can't be playing as many games because we don't have centre backs. That's what Mourinho said.
We miss him. I miss him. He needs to be back in this.
Honestly, listen.
Go to Chelsea. Just get
On the dark side, I have a long list now of players that need to go.
Oh,
Remy, did you watch the Reading game?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Hey, Fred is on my list.
oh
No, honestly.
After half a season.
No.
After Mourinho come back. He's come back with it.
I have two lists. I have lists of man that you have like 5 performances
You've got 6 months
to
left.
save your season, honestly. And he's on that list. Yeah.
Fred is on that list.
Fred is on that list.
Who else?
But on the other list,
Okay.
I've added Luke Shaw. Guys, he's dead. No.
Do you know what?
No, he's dead.
Wow.
No. Luke
No,
Shaw.
he's not been the same.
No,
since
Luke
Southampton.
Shaw. Wow.
He just hasn't been like you've never seen Luke Shaw Man United. the
Wow.
same Luke Shaw at Southampton. I don't recall. Maybe before
No,
that injury at Wolfsburg.
Oscar. All he
Or
has
Ajax,
is
PSV,
pace.
And even that.
No.
He's not even-
All he has is pace.
just
Like
like-
he has developed Valencia's laziness at a younger age. The guy does not. He doesn't defend.
Just by assessing.
He doesn't defend.
Numbers.
All he's had a hickey season this season.
No,
so I'm
but like
not even.
at Man United, he's 19 years old, 18 years
Nah,
old.
I'm tired of these youngsters. There's the
What do you
philosophy.
need? You need prime left back. Yeah.
No, honestly,
Ribeye.
go to Dortmund and get Guerrero. Go
Okay.
to Lyon and sign Mendy because at least even if they can't defend, they can. Luke Shaw offers nothing going forward. Nothing going forward.
That's true.
No, honestly, I was listen. I have debated with Man United fans. A man said to me today that we're not gonna get any better than Luke Shaw, so let's keep him. Is that a reason to keep him, man?
Would you take
In all
Siak
seriousness.
Kolasinac?
Who?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, stop.
Kolasinac.
I don't know.
What? Bob the Builder?
Not the builder.
Why are you doing that?
Kolasinac. He's dead. He is garbage.
You'd rather have sure.
Oh, I'd rather put myself in there.
At least he goes forward.
Nah.
Do you know why?
No,
Do you know
no,
why I said
I don't-
stop? Do you know why I said stop, Ennis? Because Peter Fitzgerald is good.
I
That's why.
don't. I think
Let's not go there.
Listen, he's an awful left back, but he goes forward.
No, I
He does
think
things
Luke
going
Shaw. I
forward.
think Luke Shaw and Kolasinac are better as wing backs.
Yeah, no.
But at the same
Wingers.
time, Ashley Young creates more chances than Luke
And that's
Shaw.
why, yeah, it's because you
This
said
is the thing.
it's because you said Luke doesn't offer anything.
No, he
So
offers nothing.
So I thought, would you take Kolasinac? 'Cause he
No,
offers one
no,
thing.
he offers nothing.
That's awful.
No,
It's a shame though. Do you reckon the injuries
Wow.
had to part? Because he is overweight. I mean, not that he's
No,
overweight, but he is
it's not injuries. It's
overweight.
not
Is
injuries.
he still overweight?
No.
He looks big.
No, you know what?
He looks
You
big
know
in
what?
that
You know what?
shirt.
He looks like a personal trainer.
He looks big.
He looks like a man that will get you built for the summer.
Yeah, he looks built.
But he himself goes to McDonald's every week, like once a week. His cheat day is not even.
Oh,
like,
what, the personal trainer?
Yeah, like no. Luke
I thought you
Shaw.
got about to disgrace me right now and say that Luke Shaw goes to McDonald's every week, because then we would have had.
That won't shock me.
Oh come on! You can't eat McDonald's as a professional footballer.
Listen, Anderson was going to KFC.
And that's why he booted him.
Yes. When he went to
Brazil,
when he
I'm
went to
not-
Brazil, when he
Yeah.
went to Brazil,
Yeah.
his first game, half an hour into his first game, he came off. They gave him an oxygen mask. That's how unfit he was. Yes. I'll never forget that.
Listen, Brazilians are wild.
Listen.
Yeah? They're wild because I remember
Listen.
Ronaldinho used to come back from
Listen.
raving and join the Barcelona training
That's
camp.
it.
Literally the
He
same
currently
morning
has 2
that he's
wives.
left from.
That's fine. Well, we'll move on. Listen. Luke Shaw, wow. We need to bring back Bullford Jackson. Because Bullford Jackson could defend an attack. Because, my gosh.
Gosh, where's he?
No, hey, United need fullbacks in the summer.
Yeah, you
We
do.
need fullbacks.
Dalot?
Oh,
Yeah,
Dalot is on my list as well.
Really? You are?
He's got the rest of the season.
Distributor.
Hey, he's got the rest of the
distributor.
season, yeah.
He was
Because
pinging him
I
out.
saw some of these Reading man bopping man, you know. I was like, nah, bro. He's not they play
Was
for
it
Reading.
bad United or good Reading though?
You know what? You know what the problem is at Man United is that a lot of these players go home and they have Manchester United player attached to their CV.
Listen, bro, they go back.
That is the problem.
They come back in
Because Phil Jones,
You know what I mean?
Phil Jones, oh my gosh, wow! I saw a better performance from Darmian than Phil Jones. Like
That's
honestly,
something as
like Phil Jones.
Nah, you got to be some fullbacks.
No, honestly, we need fullbacks.
You know when I saw the score was 2-0, I thought you guys just won comfy.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
2-0
it was not
pushy.
comfortable.
Oh,
It was not
easy.
comfortable.
Why was it that it hit the 50th minute? Then the
Liverpool
referee,
are out of the FA Cup.
then the referee blew the whistle for full time. Hang on, after bloody hell, Liverpool are out of the FA. Oh, well, predicted. Sorry,
Really?
Adrian on his birthday, Liverpool go out.
Oh yeah, certain man ducked out because the team got panned, and they said, "Oh, it's my birthday." Alright, cool. But flipping no, Pereira, Andres Pereira.
What
my
one?
God,
What one?
He's on the list.
Is it-
I watched him. No.
Goodness.
No, again, guys. I'll ask you the question I
be on
ask
the list.
every game. I'll ask you the question. Do you watch Man United games?
No.
Cool. That's what I listen.
But I thought Pereira was one of the guys you used to talk about.
Nah, he's
That's
trash.
I can't like this season. I don't know which players are even
McTominay?
now because
Hey.
you watch all the games. I don't even watch all the games like that.
You see,
But
Scott McTominay.
Everyone's been either good and they've been bad. Matic, he was the worst at one point. Now he's playing really well.
Yeah.
Bailly,
No, but that's why I said to you guys
Bye.
when the man who will not be named got sacked. I told you lot that we're in free fall. Don't look at these performances like this is the be all and end all. Because if Solskjaer leaves now, yeah, and Poch comes in or whoever comes in, some of the players that might be playing well might not even play when he comes in because it might not be his type of player. So take these 6 months as the best 6 months of your career, of your life if we win all these games.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going to happen next year, but some of these guys need to go. Genuinely need to go. Valencia is the king of that list because he gets away. You know what? Of all the players I've gotten onto him the least, and he deserves as the same amount of payment as Lukaku, because Lukaku at least Lukaku, yeah, scored 3 and 3. I can't say nothing to him because at least as a super sub, you're doing your job. You're still a dead footballer. You're still absolute garbage, but you're doing your job. So I ain't got an issue with that. Yeah, Fellaini needs to go. Yeah, another one that's stealing the living.
a good
I'm not having
French
it.
player.
I'm not having it. No. Marouane Fellaini needs to go away. Yeah.
Really?
What do you mean, really?
I'll keep it out. I'm just on the bench. Yeah.
Fellaini.
Yeah, on the bench.
Listen. Does Fellaini go to Juventus' bench? PSG's bench? Barca's bench?
We're not that level.
Man City's bench?
Listen, PSG.
Liverpool's bench?
He'll go PSG's.
Does he go? What? Because Choupo-Moting.
Choupo-Moting.
Okay, cool.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Because I'm not going to let you just let
No,
on
because
go.
they're not going to lob up the ball to Fellaini as a plan B. They're not going to do that.
No,
Yeah,
you're right.
So he doesn't go to even Liverpool's bench. Yeah, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Some of these guys need to go, bro. Need to go.
Exodus, though. I don't know. We're gonna be able to do all that.
It's the exodus that should have happened on the David Moyes that never happened.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Mata needs to
Yeah.
go.
Matter.
Whoa! Why matter?
Guys.
What matter? You
Did
said
you
his
watch
praises
that?
last week.
Who
bro. Not 2 weeks
watched the
ago.
Newcastle game?
I did. I watched that.
What did he do?
No, he didn't do
Oh, no,
nothing.
I thought we wanted him in 10, though. We wanted him in the 10.
He's not. He can't be a 10 because Pogba's there.
taking that show.
So if you can't do right where you can't do 10, why am I keeping you there for sentimental reasons?
On the
Who does sentiment?
Fringe.
Back up where?
on the bench.
Lingard is a 10. Pereira is a 10.
No, you said
I'm
Pereira.
writing another one.
How many people? Are we gonna have enough
No,
for the
bro.
23 man
No,
squad?
bro.
squad, you know?
No. We need a thinner squad. Then it will actually make people desperate to go and buy quality. We need a thinner squad because all we're doing is that we have 25 men for no reason. In all seriousness,
That's a point.
no, we have
Because-
players that are just there, like Smalley signing new
Just
contracts.
collecting.
No, yeah.
keys.
Honestly, like we have guys that are just collecting wages.
I want that
bro.
defense. I just want defense to go in. Swollen Jones, bye bye. You know.
Just go.
Fullbacks.
Apparently Fosu Mensah's back. Bring back Twanzebe. He's better than
Oh,
Raul.
you brought for
Someone said to me we brought him back. I don't know.
Are you sure you want him though? Because he was shocking for Fulham this season.
He
Shocking.
was.
And that's just because of the mistakes, the highlight mistakes.
No, he
I haven't
was.
seen him like.
Yeah, he was. He was shocking in that. What game did they lose after Ranieri came in?
Flipping Huddersfield at
Yeah,
home.
yeah, he was.
Oh
shocking.
my, he was awful.
He was shocking. But for me, bring him back because he's better than Valencia, and give him that probation
Put
period.
him in that heat. Man United's big fire, man. That's fire.
No, it's free fall.
No, but your season's
6
back up
months?
and running.
It's not.
As soon as it's up and running to get in the Champions League, it's up.
It's
and running.
not.
It is.
It's
You're
only
not that
6
far
points.
away.
It's only 6 points,
You're only
bro.
6 points off the top 4.
Beat Tottenham on Sunday, then I'll come back to you. In fact, forget
They
Tottenham.
don't have to beat Tottenham.
Get Chelsea out of the top 4, then I'll chat to you. Because we
That's lame.
no, I'm saying because they're saying top 4, and I'm saying that we haven't even
Spurs
beat.
ain't guaranteed either.
I think they're more guaranteed than us, my G.
Maybe so.
They
Maybe
are.
so.
They've lost. They've
As long as they're not guaranteed,
they've
there's still
drawn
two
no
spaces up
games,
for
and they're on top of us.
There's still 2 spaces up for grabs.
They've lost 5 games, and they're on top of us.
I don't
So I'm honestly like, guys, it is free fall. I have no expectations. All I want is you don't make Europa.
What
Just
does...
don't make Europa.
So it's what? Champions League or finish
Or
7th
bust.
or
Finish,
8th?
finish,
You
yeah.
have to finish like 8.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you're definitely making Europa.
Yeah. European football is a must as Man United next season.
Definitely
Thing is,
happening.
what would United have to do this season in order for you to have Ollie stay next season?
Second,
He's not saying.
Second place.
second place, semi-final Champions League.
Holy smokes! that bar's high. So you will not be happy.
He manages for Mulder.
Yeah. So you won't be satisfied with him if he's below second and doesn't make.
Oh no, there's nothing to be satisfied
Why would
about.
you be satisfied?
No,
with Ollie?
because
That's not the
the
thing.
reason why I say it because I feel like United are gonna go and give him a new contract. Honestly, because of
That shouldn't happen.
Maybe
Oscar,
it shouldn't.
I
Maybe
said it to you lot a few weeks ago.
maybe it shouldn't.
Man United is a joke man club. Our problem has been poor planning.
Yeah.
Don't talk as if Pochettino's already done when you don't know what Solskjaer is going to do. That's why I keep saying, what does Man United want? What do you want?
It's a good question.
What do you want?
That's a phenomenal
Do you
question.
Do you want longevity and stability? You sign Poch. And if you sign Poch, don't sack him for the same reason you sack other guys. Yeah? If you want short-term winning stuff, you sign Zidane or you sign Ancelotti. But then you back those guys. Don't say, oh, I want Alderweireld. No, let's sign Varane. Nah. If you want Alderweireld, get him Alderweireld. Yeah? So that's what I'm saying. Listen, guys, this 6 months, that's why I don't care about these wins, guys. Generally, from the bottom of my heart, I don't care about these wins.
So you're still free fall.
We were in free fall.
because
I rate that. Because a lot of people try.
I'm free fall.
I
You
rate
want
that too.
the same way. If we're not going to rate Arsenal's unbeaten run, then why would we rate those?
No,
those three
only
games?
because momentum counts. Because United's momentum is
Pete,
swinging.
until
It's swung.
we get into top 4 and we cement ourselves, there is no noise to be made.
But what I like
There's
about
nothing
what
to
you
be
said
made.
earlier, what I like is that you said, Man United, they don't know what they're doing at the minute, right? And you can even see. I think they doesn't have to finish in the top 4. They will give Ollie a new contract, especially
Why? Why are you so
because,
sure?
PR because Man United is a brand.
Thank you very much.
It's
Why do you
PR.
think they got him? Of all the guys that
Mike
we've got.
Phelan is the real signing.
What? PR?
Oscar. Oscar.
No, it won't say.
Manchester United.
Oscar.
Any manager,
Did you see-
United sign is bigger PR than Solskjaer.
Oscar,
What are you talking about?
Did you see the picture they put up? Did you see
That don't mean nothing.
Oscar,
They've already
to
signed
Man
him.
United, does.
You're telling me?
No, it does to Man
When
United.
you sign
Yeah,
Poch,
it does.
no.
If Giggs
No,
was available, I
Oscar.
think they would have signed Giggs.
Oscar,
to be honest.
Oscar.
For real?
What does that do for United?
Go on Manchester United's Twitter page now and look at the picture they put up from Dubai. Solskjaer sitting
And
down
Finland, yeah.
with Lingard and Martial and Rashford. What does that imply? The young striker who used to come off the bench talking to the new striker.
Yeah, but that's just the narrative.
No, but Man United. Listen,
Oscar,
listen,
they're
listen,
spinning
Oscar,
you.
you don't understand.
They're not spinning me, they're spinning you.
Oscar, Man United fans,
man.
listen, Man United fans, you can sell air to Man United fans and they'll buy it. You can sell hype to them. Do you know why? The minute we're linked to a player, all of a sudden, that right wing is better than Chelsea's right winger.
Yeah.
And Man United fans would go on Scout Nation and pretend that they've watched this guy from his birth. It's like, no, you haven't. Solskjaer came in, man, are making we like talking about they got us their Solskjaer back, they got the Man United back. Let this guy lose on Sunday to Tottenham and see what man are saying after.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. We are in free fall.
But even if Oli finishes top 6, there's a likelihood that contract will be put on the table.
I get that, because there's sentiment in it, like-
Yeah, the sentiment's there, yes.
And you can't sign a man off sentiment.
The second thing
That's
is-
the problem.
I agree.
You can't sign a man off
Even
sentiment.
I felt it after those 4 games, like the more the wins will come in, it's like
The
you
mood.
see
You look at
United's
everything.
back, the
Yeah,
mood is
man.
lifted, and you're like, oh, he's
The
kind of
spirit
and
is
it's that-
lifted.
Because you can
Rest in
sell
peace,
Man
Burnley.
United fans anything.
And here's the thing.
Super
Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
There has to be a day where Solskjaer, because everything's nice and happy, but he has to be hard. He's still got to be that guy that's going to be, not necessarily as far as Jose, but just the fact that he can, if someone's playing bad, he has to give him a hot iron. Whereas
apparently that's why Martial didn't play in the 3rd game of his reign. Apparently Martial got dropped because I think it was like New Year's and he came back from France late, so he dropped him.
Yeah.
He
So
dropped him.
if that's going on,
Yeah,
then
thanks
cool.
for that.
And it all and it all depends how, because managers, one of the hardest jobs for a manager now is to keep the squad happy. Like keeping individuals you can give or take, but when you take attention off one, you've now let him, you've let them sort of go a bit rogue, and it's going to be difficult these next 6
John
months.
Barnes, I was watching John Barnes on Bein Sport. He said, listen, this whole Solskjaer thing is a farce because, let's say for the sake of argument, the good times roll until May.
Yeah.
And now the summer's come, pre-season's done, and the new season kicks off. Solskjaer has to put his fingerprint on this squad. His stamp has to be here. Now, if, let's say for the sake of argument, these guys go on what they were doing with Jose, what happens then? Because you can't be all jolly when Tottenham come to Old Trafford and they smash you 3-0 and you're still singing Solskjaer's name. Solskjaer has to be a manager now. Like it actually says interim manager, caretaker manager. You're not the manager yet. When you're the manager of Manchester United, it's a big issue, bro.
Sure.
So Man United fans will buy anything. And for me, I think a lot of people are happy with the performances. I get that. I understand it. We're winning games.
You're happy too?
I'll take 3 points any day. But if you don't look at long term, honestly, I'm so sorry. You're a fool. If you're a Man United fan and you're not looking at the long term, you're an idiot. Because we've had 3 managers, 3 different managers, and the first one we're still within his contract.
Yeah.
We're still in his contract.
Yeah.
So if you're not looking at long term, I don't know what you're doing, because the minute we sacked Moyes, the Norwich game, that's a game I'll never forget. David Moyes got sacked. Brian Giggs took over the next 4 games. The Norwich game, we absolutely battered them. We destroyed them. Then I think we played Hull. We beat Hull. We drew to Sunderland. We lost to Chelsea. The mood for those 4 games, Man United fans talking like they were making top 4 or something. Yeah. Then we got Van Gaal. Then it was like, oh, we signed Di Maria, we signed Van Persie, we signed all of these. The gas.
Oh, such a gas.
The gas was so
I was such a hater.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I hate it.
Falcao came to United and scored 4 goals. Yeah. Di Maria said, I've had enough. They robbed my yard in Manchester, and there's no thieves in Paris, and then left. Yeah. Then Van Gaal got Schweinsteiger, Schneiderlin, Darmian, and Rojo, and then we signed Memphis Depay, we signed all these guys, Martial, all these other guys who made noise. Yeah. Martial, debut, Liverpool, bang, 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 bang. Man made noise. Then Champions League, we lost to Wolfsburg, and then we go into Europa League. Europa League, we played Midtjylland, 2-0 down at Midtjylland. Then Rashford came in January because Martial got injured. 6-1, bang, 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 making noise. Then we beat Arsenal, then we beat City. The next season. Oh, no, at the end of that season, FA Cup. Oh, but we can't make top 4. So Van Gaal's got to go. Oh, I want Van Gaal out of my club. Oh, let's sign Jose. Yeah, gas. Then man came. No, honestly.
You have perfectly put together.
No, Man United fans.
Post-Fergie.
Man United fans.
Perfectly put together.
And then Jose. Zlatan, Pogba. Yeah, Pog back. I waited for Pogba to...
Blackchester United.
I waited for... Listen, Blackchester United. We signed Bailly. I was like, who's Bailly? Then we signed...
It's alright.
Then we signed... Yeah, I was like, who's that? But he's a Jose sign, he's a centre-back. Of course Jose goes for
He's going to find a centre-half.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, always.
Then we got flipping... We signed Bailly, Zlatan, Pogba, and then who? Who was the fourth one? Mkhitaryan. Mickey. Oh, Magic Mickey. German Player of the Year. Ooh, Pogba, Italian Player of the Year. Ooh, Zlatan, French Player of the Year. Oh my gosh. Gas. League Cup. Flipping Europa League final. Gas.
Talk about that League Cup final, because you lot were...
The League Cup final. Oh my gosh. Gabrielini should have had a hat-trick.
Yeah, you're not sure.
And then second season, Blackchester United, 4-0 United. Some of the worst football I've seen in my life was played for that second season. Yeah.
Do you know what's mad? That is the worst football.
Some of the worst season Listen.
That is the worst football.
The draw's heating up, guys.
Oh, of course, the FA Cup draw there, John. Oh crap, we haven't been drawn yet.
Chelsea got Luton or Sheffield Wednesday.
Are you home or away?
Home banker, guaranteed.
Oh, snap. Hey, it's going to be banned.
Oh, no.
This is going to be banned.
It's going to be one big game.
You're joking. It's going to be...
Oh,
no.
Who's at home?
No.
19.
Arsenal. Wait.
Ain't we away?
No.
How far?
Arsenal
Against who?
United. Give us United. So one of you's not winning the FA Cup.
I'm going to get abused now.
Arsenal versus United. Yes!
It's a rock solid, John.
So, Ernest, you said no big games till PSG. I was like, there's one burning
Oh god, no! I love that illustration, Ernest. That was superb for me.
And then after the 4-0, whatever, City came to Old Trafford, bopped man. The league title was done in December. And then, the next big gas was at the Etihad. 2-0 down. Oh, we're dead. 3-2. Oh my gosh, we're gas. The next game we lost to West Brom. City didn't have to kick a football when they won the league, yeah. And then now summer's come. Jose's third season syndrome incoming. Pre-season was dead. Everything he said in every press conference was dead. Then we are where we are.
Yeah, some of the best.
So it's like honestly, if you're a Man United fan and you're not looking at the process of things and how things actually take place, and the fact that football is more than Alex Ferguson saying we're going to win the league and then we actually win it. Like football's a lot more than that. So if man's not looking at the future, you're a fool. Like in all seriousness, because bruv, football is so much detail. Absolutely. It's so much more detailed than throwing money at the situation or just having a good coach. Look, and this, you know, I love this season. This season is the illustration of both. Sarri's a brilliant coach, doesn't have the right team. Pochettino hasn't signed a single player, but he's a good coach. Look where he is. Pep is a good coach, and he's still challenging whatever. Klopp hasn't had the gas of all these other managers, and he's top of the league. There's so many things that Man United can learn from everyone above them of what to do and what not to do. So if you're looking at like the future, Ed Woodward, please. You're probably not going to listen to this podcast, but please plan.
I think we can get to that.
Because, bruv, like honestly, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of like just signing managers and just because they're gonna listen. Man United fans are the best. When we sign Poch, if we sign Poch, they will do a documentary about where man grew up, who his dad is, like what position man played at Espanyol, and they'll do the best highlights. And then they'll start talking about analysis of like how he manages his games and stuff. And I'm not here for it.
I think Poch won't leave Tottenham. I don't think Man
United. It won't shock me. It won't shock me if he's still at Tottenham.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think because it's too set in stone? Like it's too.
No,
from the moment Mourinho left, everyone was like Poch.
No, not necessarily.
But the only reason I think he will come is because of what he said today.
What did he say
he fired shots. He fired shots at Tottenham.
But then he fired shots every summer though.
What did he say?
He said if was it a team to win the title, they have to act.
If you want to win titles, you have to operate differently. They didn't sign a single player this year because they asked him about titles.
Remember last summer though, he said at the end of the season, he said, "Look, we have to be brave this summer." And they got nobody. This guy has said he always throws one that leaves you because he could be talking. What he could be saying is keep your best players. You know what I'm saying in that summer window. So he leaves a statement where you can go for or against. You can argue both cases. And to say operate differently, maybe he's saying Tottenham operate differently from everybody else, where we don't just spend millions of pounds, but we run our club correctly if you want, whether there's such a thing. But or he could mean, look, Tottenham, if you want to win the league, can we have a transfer budget, please, and let's buy some players. So shall we do predictions for the week, or? I mean, we could just do the top lot. Like we ain't got to do all the games. I know at some point we just snooze through like Cardiff and.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Nuno Espirito Santo, whose name actually means Spirit of God. Yeah.
Does it?
Espirito Santo is Spirit of God.
Spirit of God.
His beard is amazing.
It is.
It's a glorious beard.
It is looking mage. Santo's God, yeah.
Santo is saint, so like spirit. No, sanctified.
Oh. Okay.
And Espirito is spirit.
Wow. Okay. 12:30 kickoff. The Premier League is back. It's West Ham at home to Arsenal.
Ooh, that's a game. Oh, is that BT Sport?
It says Sky Sports.
Oh, okay.
Arsenal.
Check that one.
That's a game.
That's a good game, isn't it?
Marco.
Oh, Nasri!
Oh, Nasri's coming home!
Oh!
They have to play Nasri. They have to play.
They have to play Nasri
have to
for
play.
the band.
The dog's abuse he'll be getting.
Why? He didn't do anything wrong. But anyway, let's Arnautovic. Pew pew! Injured. Is it?
Yeah, he came off after like 10 minutes in the Birmingham game on the weekend.
Oh, they had. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Apparently, he was vexed that he came off early.
Oh, what did he not want to? Or was
That's what makes me think. Was he
Or
injured?
was he vexed for
Surprise! I don't know.
injury?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, I heard he was injured. He had to get yanked off.
Last week he was scoring 2.
Yeah, Birmingham City. But whatever.
No, the week before. And in the league he scored twice.
Yes,
You did play?
Brighton.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they drew 2, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they were 2-0 down. He scored twice.
They drew twice. Anyway, Remy.
Arsenal.
West Ham, Arsenal, yeah. Oscar?
Draw.
Draw. David?
Arsenal.
For Banks, West Ham.
West Ham. I'm going to go with the... I think we'll lose. I think it'll be West Ham.
Yeah, I can't see you winning that.
Yeah, I do think
I
we'll
can't
lose.
see them winning.
No,
West Ham's ground.
I can see...
But West Ham are not a bad side, you
It's
know.
just breaking them down, man.
West Ham are not a bad side. They're not.
But
Pellegrini's got it.
just don't know which one will turn up. You get a really poor one, and Arsenal just run right
I
through
think they'll be up for it. Jack Wilshere will G them up.
West Ham are
They're
10th.
better.
I mean, they're bog average, but... yeah, Brighton at home to Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
3 defeats in a row. You don't think so? No? Including tonight's game?
Battery in their backs.
Look at that spanner in the work. No?
Brighton at home is always like a
It's a
sticky
tough
one.
ground,
Yeah, it's
you
a
know?
sticky one. They can't really go for that one, but I think Liverpool handle it.
Liverpool handle it. Oscar, you're saying Liverpool?
Liverpool win.
David?
Liverpool.
Ernest?
Liverpool.
Yeah, I'll go full house Liverpool. Anything else? Chelsea, 5:30 kickoff. That's on BT Sport. At home to Newcastle United.
3 points.
Speaking of Newcastle, by the way,
Shouldn't
you
be
hear about
anything
Rafa's
else.
sort of
Nothing should
sort
be
of
going on there.
teasing that he's going, that he's leaving.
What's he saying?
Because it's like, look, you either back the P or I'm out of it.
Rafa needs to go. He needs to understand his worth in 2019 and just leave this club that doesn't
But
want to support
but
him.
he keeps talking about how little money he has. So if you're gonna, don't be like a girl says that says I'm gonna leave you, and then
Never does.
leaves the bread and then doesn't leave the
He's
bread.
so
Nah,
unfaithful.
just leave.
Yeah.
If you're gonna leave, just leave.
Or he's chatting to next
We all,
girl,
no one likes that girl.
and then you're still
So
there.
let's
That's true.
Rafa needs to go.
Okay, home win.
Chelsea. Oh, actually.
Chelsea at
Could be
home.
another 0-0.
Could be another 0-0, mate. I tell you what, Oscar,
Yeah, 0-0.
hey, Remy, you're not far off there, mate.
You guys are struggling.
I'm going 0-0.
No, you know what? Yeah,
I'm going 0-0.
we could. It could easily be a 0-0.
I'm going 0-0 because no one can
Because
score.
Newcastle,
They got
you
one
know
goal.
how it is with
And
them.
Chelsea would have played League Cup. Well, we got League Cup
Who you
tomorrow
got?
against Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Oh,
Yeah, big one. So
What tiredness after what? 5 days? 5 days rest. Maybe tired to face Newcastle.
This
Wow.
guy's mugging it.
That's a
This
new one.
This guy's mugging it.
All right. Are we moving
When you're
on?
fighting on 4 fronts,
Are we
it's
moving
hard.
along? Go on.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Newcastle.
David?
Newcastle got the advantage.
Chelsea win.
Chelsea, you
Chelsea win.
Chelsea, sorry.
Chelsea. Ernest?
Chelsea.
Draw.
Draw, yeah. We agree
I'll
there.
keep
Draw.
it draw.
Spurs,
Not
4:30
rating
kickoff on
my
a Sunday.
team.
Spurs at home to Manchester United. I say home, at Wembley against Manchester United.
That's a draw, bro.
That's a tight one.
Is it tight?
You know what? I
just
actually
don't know
think
what United's
I actually think this time away works in our favour. You know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Tottenham are not like they really believe in doing the dogs' work. So they all like relish Tranmere, Chelsea, United all coming in quick succession. So I don't know if it's actually. I think it's an advantage in one sense, but it's not because it's Tottenham. So we need to be on our A game. But I'll just say I think we'll win.
Yeah.
If Tottenham lose this game, I will never rate them as an entity. How can you? No, Tottenham have to win. They have to win.
I think Tottenham will win.
They have to win.
I think Tottenham will win. They'll sneak it though. It'll be a
What do you
sneak.
mean? Why?
I'm just wondering. No, like why is this one so important to win? It's because the title kind of
It's
draw.
because the fact that they just lost in the league. Yeah, they've basically thrown away their ever chances of challenging for the title, even if there was any, and they're not going to win any cups this year. So, no, I think they have to win this one, Tottenham.
Okay,
Yeah,
and the
I think-
final.
yeah,
Yeah,
we-
go on, yeah.
I'd even say.
Sorry, yeah. Who are you saying?
I think draw.
Sure. Monday Night Football. It's Manchester City at home to Wolves.
That should be a good game because it was a good game at Wolves at the Molineux.
It was.
It was a good game. So it should be a good game.
Wolves always step up against the big teams. They've taken points pretty much off every single.
And they're revitalised after beating Liverpool.
Yeah.
The wind in their
I
sails,
ain't gonna
John.
lie. This is the City resurgence, man. They've
No, I
got,
see it.
they've got a
Oh
point to
yeah,
prove.
yeah. What am I talking about? City are smacking them up.
They've got- they've got
Oh my
points to
gosh,
prove.
City have got medals to collect.
They've got
Are you
points to
mad?
prove now. I think they will.
No one's done it to Wolves this season though. Like smack them. No one's done it. Maybe Liverpool can handle them well.
Spurs
at
did.
Molineux. What 3-2? 3-2.
I mean,
I don't
but
know.
weren't they like 3-1 for time though? Like,
Yeah, it was 3-1
Something
and then
like
they came back 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
yeah. I mean,
It's Pep Guardiola as well.
I don't know. You know. I don't know.
we all
Is it
live
a win?
in a
Is
But
it
then
a
if
win?
Wolves try and play their game, then Man City can exploit that. innit?
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
think that will be interesting. to
Imagine
see.
if Brighton get a point at Liverpool against Liverpool, and then City have it all to do, and then that's it. Level on points, neck and neck, or 1 point rather, neck and neck.
I think it'll be interesting.
I'm
But
going Man City
will
for
win, yeah.
a good win, a comfortable win.
Man
tight,
City,
like
Man
a 2-1.
City.
Wow,
Ernest?
it'll be tight.
I'll sit with.
City.
City.
Right. I think that sums up basically the top games in
Yeah.
the league this weekend.
Oh, and the FA Cup fixtures soon.
Any
Yeah,
other
it's
news?
the
Yeah,
week
end of the
after
month.
next.
Oh, I'm trying to get tickets to that, man.
Any other
Hey,
news?
fam.
Oh, and
Hook me up, fam.
yeah, bro.
What's all up?
Certain man on the pod.
You got 5 tests? You got 5?
Jeez.
Hook man up still.
Alrighty. That sums up this week's top 4 podcast. We're back
Hey,
for a
hold
new
on,
year.
fam. You're not that guy,
29.
blood.
I haven't done- What?
Oh.
Of the
Oh, are we
window,
doing 3
of the
weeks?
week,
Are we doing
of the
that?
whole thing.
Fam, there's 2, blood, but I don't know who to give it to, fam.
Damn.
There's 2 of them, blood.
Is it?
Okay.
Did you not see what the Fulham owner's up to?
No.
No,
He's bought a wrestling company. Really? No lie. No word of a lie.
What's he bought?
No, he's
Is it-
formed a wrestling company.
Is it like the FWC? Like what?
AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
AEW.
He wants to compete with WWE. Dead serious.
No, he
But
doesn't.
them man have bucks. These are the same guys that tried to buy Wembley. These men are caking.
Yeah.
yeah.
These men are
And
caking.
Wembley was like what 800 million.
Yeah, something like
And
that.
they were
Yeah,
ready.
I think it was like
Ready.
That was getting sanctioned, and then they
That's
had
what I'm
to-
saying.
Had to throw a Brexit deal on that.
Alright, fam. There's 2-1, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't. But one needs to be inducted.
Hold on, is Roddy the goalkeeper?
Yeah, today.
I knew I'd seen his face before. I was
Aye.
like, yeah.
Formerly
First
over
one.
at Norwich.
The first
Oh,
one,
we
not
got
that
2.
guy, bro.
Yeah.
Run it.
Was born on the 24th of October, 1985, yeah? Was born in Liverpool,
Boy, Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah?
1985. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, he's, what, let me see. Where do we go in? I don't want to make it bare bait, bro.
You're trying to nip round.
Yeah, I'm trying to nip
Beat
right
around the bush.
Alright. He's played, yeah? He's played for Everton. He's played for Manchester United. And he's also playing for DC United. The MLS, yeah?
My guy.
Stopped him morale.
Long story short, yeah?
He paid the $25.
No, not even then. Not even. Hold
25?
up. Even before that, bro. Man was banned from driving in the UK.
Oh no! This guy. Wait.
In the UK, bro.
No, but then you gotta give his accolades though.
Long story
It'll be a
short,
great
yeah.
famine.
Alright, fam. Alright, he's the record goal scorer
The shouting club.
That's it.
for England and for Manchester United. At every club level, at club levels, won every trophy. Champions League, Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup. all
That's
that.
it. That's it.
Everything.
My guy.
Along with Michael Carrick, he's the only English player to win
Are you
Premier
serious?
League, FA Cup, Champions League, League Cup, Europa League,
That's it.
and the FIFA Club World Cup.
That's it.
What?
Wait. Jackie. Repeat all those.
That's it.
He won everything.
He won everything, including. Oh,
Him,
Everything.
see, that could have.
him and Michael Carrick
Greatness.
are the only English player to win the Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League,
Oscar's hurt.
League
why?
Cup,
John Terry.
Europa League, and FIFA Club
All
World Cup.
the Chelsea man, it could have been them if
Oh, the Club World Cup.
Torres didn't miss a sitter. That would have been us, but
in the Club World Cup.
just
innit?
two
And
man
then
standing
lose to
to
Corinthians.
Corinthians.
Go on.
Now we've finished that, yeah. We've done that. What is it? Where was I, man? You lot messed up my train of thought now. Alright, cool. Look, September 2017, man was banned from driving because obviously drink driving and that, right? 3 hours. And then this week, actually no, it's a breaking news. Only
Breaking news, yeah.
Breaking news this week. Yeah.
What was this?
Man was arrested, yeah. December 16th, 2018,
Breaking news! I can't believe it.
at Washington International Airport, yeah.
Oh God! At
Charge-
Dulles Airport.
Charged with public intoxication and use of profanity.
Who gets nixed for that?
Why not?
Who gets nixed for that?
It was fined $25.
Look at the charge.
He gets that per minute, you know.
$25.
I had
He
to
probably
pay.
gets that per minute, mate.
I had
Oh,
to pay
God.
91 in costs.
91.
Wayne Mark, really? You're not that guy, fam.
His name Mark. Shut up.
I'm sorry. Who gets arrested for being intoxicated and using profanity language? Who gets arrested for
Now
that?
this one hurts though. The
And
next
then
one.
charged $25.
This
That's
one.
a joke of the law. That person was just having a laugh. Whoever that person was that nicked him, I had a laugh.
The next one hurts, yeah.
Oh, that's...
But this is Hall of Fame stuff. Yeah.
This is
I'm
Hall of
sorry. I like this guy a lot in it, yeah, but he has to go in Hall of Fame, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So this guy was born 11th of May 1984, yeah. How do I pronounce this, bro? Right, let's just say he was born in Spain. That name, where he's born is a madness, bro.
Oh, no, I think I know you're carrying. This is a madness.
In his youth career, he played for Albacete.
Oh, what's that there?
And from 1996
No.
to 2018,
Are you joking? That long?
he's been associated with Barcelona, bro. And he currently plays for
Jakob.
What? Is it Jakob or Kobe?
Oh, Kobe. Sorry.
In-
Is it Jakob Kobe?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
In Japan, in it. So
In Japan with Lucas Podolski.
trust. He helped Spain win Euro 2008, the World Cup in 2010, and the Euros in 2012. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, I know it, Barry was picked on his Twitter. Yeah. Picture of the people in blackface.
Oh God.
Oh,
So,
That's an L, you know.
Another one.
Another one.
Another
Okay, that's
Antoine
an L
Griezmann.
still.
Yeah.
A big L, bro.
well,
So-
to be fair, it's
No.
not.
No.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
No.
It's not quite Griezmann levels
Oh.
because he wasn't the actual one in blackface.
Yeah,
But-
why you do the selfie?
Why you
I
doing
posted
selfie?
it.
Why you do the selfie?
Why you doing selfie? So
There's clearly something in different cultures in different worlds, man. I'm telling you. It's
And
there's
there are no
Inducted.
black people there.
inducted into the Hall of Fame. Andres Iniesta, the one. You're not that guy, fam.
You know, I love Andres, but he
That's
took
what
an
I'm
L,
saying.
bro.
Let's take
He
it
took
out.
an L.
No, but there's a common thread there because both teams from La Liga, right? Both players, sorry, from La Liga, right? Who think they can just get away with this.
Yeah.
There's common ground. This thing is not racist over there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
clearly
not. Yeah, over there it's not.
There's something actually not wrong
It's
with what
not.
they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're just unaware of.
That got onto Sky Sports News today. You know?
Oh, is it?
but
Is it right?
Sky Sports are just flipping.
And they just
Clouds.
jumping on
They're just
the
jumping
race
on it.
thing. Yeah.
They're just jumping on it. They want to appear empathetic, but really it's like, come on, bro.
So funny, man. I saw that. I thought, bloody hell. Yeah, Bobby Firmino yet again doesn't score for Liverpool. That wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. We will see you very shortly. Big up the man then. MySpace, YouTube,
That's
Facebook,
MySpace, you
all of it,
on
man.
MySpace.
SoundCloud, Top 4 at Twitter,
Who's gonna make this MySpace?
Twitter at Top 4 Podcast, YouTube's, iTunes. You're done. Bye.